Hi, we're here.
Hello.
Um, oh, we're already loopy. It's fine. Um, Hi, everyone in chat for the very first time. We haven't definitely been hanging out with you for a while. Yeah, this is Monster She Wrote, which is a game about little ladies who solve mysteries and do crime sometimes. Actually, a lot. You guys do crime a lot.
Listen, we only do crime when we have to. It just turns out we have to do it a lot.
Yeah.
A whole lot.
I mean, the main theme of this is we're trying to solve mysteries slash crimes, and we have no
Yeah,
authority.
you gotta
to do
commit a
so.
crime to solve a crime.
Is,
So
is that how that
every
works?
Boy.
time,
It's like breaking eggs and omelets, you know?
every time I think there's not been one thing yet where we haven't snuck onto the crime scene. Like,
That's true.
Yeah, we're pretty awful.
It's like that comic who watches the Knitting Club.
It's like, and you steal stuff, and I mean, it's fine. It just never occurred to me. It's like, you guys are like for real criminals, though. But it's cool. No big deal. No big deal. Yeah.
oh,
So anyway,
wow,
it's
Yeah, we're
great
pretty bad,
already.
actually.
Thanks, guys.
awesome. Thanks, Pat.
What a great start.
So everyone woke up this morning and was just like, "Hey, let me show up and just drop
Shows
chaos."
violence.
A lot of bands.
Yeah.
So many veins, and I don't really need them because I can just cause pain and suffering whenever I want. But thank you, I appreciate it. All right, cool. So what is it we do? Well, yeah, we should have folks introduce themselves and say something about your character. Maybe talk about what's going on with your character at the moment, and tell us what your character wants to accomplish this session of the goals. And this is the third of 3, so the goal obviously is to solve the mystery, but you've got a couple of other things that you can try to accomplish that will earn you experience points. Let's start with Rachie as Lillian.
Okay, I am Rachie H, and I am playing Lillian, who is a retired fashion designer. I would like to achieve. I might do something different this time. Because I feel like I always do the behavior. I can do 2 of them really easy. So I'm going to try share your wisdom and secretly undermine the authority of a local official.
All right.
I'm going to try that just to spice it up a bit. Lillian is currently, I think we're at my house currently, and Carolyn and I decided to speed walk home instead of getting the car with Paulie, Marge and Nellie, and we theorized on the way home, and our theory was that perhaps some of the people involved were immortal and had maybe faked their own deaths because they had to, because else people would figure out they were immortal. So then Carolyn and myself did a lot of research, and we figured out that in fact there was a bunch of new people who had showed up recently in our locale, who surprisingly reminded us of many older celebrities. And then we found some pictures that basically confirmed this. So then we called, we slept, Carolyn slept in the wooden chair rather than, my beautiful guest room. But I'm aware of Carolyn's preferences. And then we called Marge and Nellie at a suitable time to make sure they got enough sleep, which was probably about 6:30 in the morning because, we're early birds. And they came round. Marge obviously brought lots of nice breakfasts. And we ate breakfast and discussed this theory that we had. And I think that's where we left off? Question mark?
Not quite, but we'll get there. We'll get there.
There was Lou, wasn't there? We figured out that Lou from the... I can't hear Zero. Could anybody else not hear Zero?
Oh, I turned myself down.
Okay, cool.
So you wouldn't hear me.
Yeah. I think we figured out that Lou, who was our local British hole in the wall pub,
Yes.
looks like somebody called Barbara Stanwyck, and there was a gruff detective that looked like Edward G. Robinson, and basically. I'll leave it there, and somebody else can take it over then.
Cool. Morrow.
Hi, I'm Marwin of my sales. I'm playing Carolyn, who enjoys the company of fish, do almost anything else except for these lovely ladies. Part of our little murder mystery book club. Carolyn is an outdoorsy person. She likes to fish. She likes to hunt. She doesn't go anywhere without weapons and camping supplies. But she also doesn't go anywhere without a good book. She's the friskiest of them all, and also the most socially awkward, I would say. But I think after we had gone over to Lou's and we had gone over to Marge's boyfriend's house.
Oh yeah.
That's what happened.
And we found Marge's boyfriend dead. And so we were going out back, and then I know something happened that left us on the cliffhanger, but for the life of me, I cannot remember. Nelly.
Yeah, so I'm Misha, or Misha_lesson3 on Twitch, and I'm playing Nelly. Nelly is a retired nurse, has the one car for the group, but only drives during the day, unless we have to at night due to emergency circumstances. And she is currently on the phone to call the police to report yet another dead body that they're all standing near. He's in the hot tub, I think, underneath a very heavy statue. Yes. And it definitely was Angela Lansbury threatening Lillian in a way of saying, like, don't tell anybody. And Lillian's all like, what you looking at? And I believe that was our cliffhanger.
Yes.
All right. Go ahead, Marge.
I'm Marge. I wasn't feeling the camera today, but if you need to know what I looked like, just go back and watch all the other episodes. Also, I almost died last episode. When I had to, I did die, right?
Yeah.
We had to go back. So we had to actually use a void mover, whatever it was, and Crown of the Void. And yeah, so Marge is alive, thankfully, but now there's the issue of having to dark entities have to appear when I do cozy moves. So yes. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, so Marge is just hanging out, you know. Did we go to sleep too? We drove home, right?
I think so. I don't know.
Okay, I think so too.
But so yeah, right now we left it as your boyfriend Sandy the gardener, who was obviously an international hitman, and Basil Rathbone, I think, was drowned in his new hot tub by maybe being knocked out and then weighted down with Angela Lansbury's Mark Twain Prize. Was it Mark Twain Prize? It was one of the big ones. One of the ones with the giant bronze bust. So heavy enough to and it appears. Let's not forget Angela Lansbury's various many statues that she earned across her wonderful illustrious career, ranging from Oscars and Emmys and Grammys and things like that, have been used to get rid of a couple of people.
Oh yeah, that's right. She's a serial award winner and a serial killer.
Right. So the camera fades in after a montage of stuff. Camera fades in on Sandy's house, with Angela Lansbury having just disappeared into the bushes, probably athletically leaping the gate or something, and no longer being on the premises. What happens?
I mean, I know she's an award winner and all, but I don't get stared down like that. I don't approve of it. That's the worst crime she's done recently, I tell you that.
Yep. No. You don't do that. That's just inappropriate.
But no.
Hey, we're at another murder scene, girls.
Yes.
How
but
do
at
we
least
always end up with these
time.
murder scenes?
I don't know.
It just comes with the territory. Should I keep calling the police or...
Maybe wait on calling the police. Right?
Sure.
Should we check some stuff out first?
Oh, yes. All right, ladies, we'll need our gloves this time. Everyone got them?
Do you have an extra pair?
Of
I
course
have
I
oven mitts,
do.
but they didn't work real good last time.
Of course. Do you want the stripies or...
Yes.
Okay, here you go.
Thanks.
For season 2, we added a scene to the opening credits montage of Marge trying to like pick a lock or something in oven mitts,
An oven mitt.
and everyone else is just wearing gloves.
And everyone's like, what's wrong with you? Just in case we have to grab a hot dish out of the oven.
There
You
you go.
never know.
Of course.
It could happen at any point in time.
Okay,
So,
I guess
I'm
we're
gonna-
check the bushes then.
Totally forgot to tell you my goals. I didn't even think about it. I'm going to do woman half my age. And I think I'm going to try to show that I still got it.
okay, okay, cool. So, the decision having been made to put off calling the police, what do you do?
we investigate the bushes.
Yeah.
Track
Yeah.
down
I'm
this...
just beelining it. It's power walking
Yeah.
as fast as I can.
Yep.
Wait, this is Sandy's house, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can't I just like go in it?
You were in it.
we
We
were
are-
in it.
You-
We
And
already
then
went
she
in
took
it.
off already.
Yeah, you went in, couldn't find Sandy, went
through the
out
back.
into the little attached
And saw
deck
Angela
with
Lansbury.
the hot tub and Sandy in the hot tub, and then Angela Lansbury in the back was mean mugging Lillian.
Yeah.
I mean, not so
We
not
came
so
back
much.
in the house.
Yeah.
You were distraught. Everyone was comforting you, but then I decided to look at some more stuff. And as I was looking, I looked out towards the gardens.
Yes.
You saw the Lansbury.
Yep.
Right. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Let's go to the bushes.
Did you say she leaped the fence, or did she just let herself out the gate?
No, yeah.
No,
Athletically.
I think she athletically climbed it. I think as you examine, you can see where like sneaker prints on the
Okay.
wooden fence where she
she's
climbed
probably
over.
got a new sweatsuit on.
It's all that jogging
It really is.
and who knows, yoga or something. But yeah, she seems quite fit.
Okay.
But I think with a little bit of boosting, someone can get their head over the fence and look, and the alleyway is deserted.
I can try and do that. I'll try and scramble up the. I assume it's like a brick wall or something, or
It's just a wooden fence.
wooden fence. I'll try and scramble up it, like pitch up along a tree or something. So,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you pop your head over and there's nothing. There's no one back there.
Can I just open the gate below Carolyn?
Sure. Carolyn's hanging out over the side of the fence, and then you open it, so Carolyn swings out on top of the gate.
Just like, let's shut it.
I just gently climb down. Nope. Just don't see her.
So what
Do
happened?
we smell anything?
Bushes.
She was just here, so if we walk quickly, maybe we can catch up.
I like mustard.
I'm always
I
ready
know
for
I'm-
power walking.
I mean, I'm
like-
spry and everything, but I've got to say, the way she jumped this fence, I don't think we're catching her. She left us in the dust last time.
Yeah, why is she so athletic? Is it because she's dead? Is that like a thing? You die and you become super athletic?
No, but she's not dead. She's immortal.
Oh, but when you're immortal, are you just super spry all the time?
I don't know, vampires are, aren't they, in like books and stuff?
Mhm.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's true. It stands to reason that immortals would be too.
That's fair.
Count Dracula.
Should we call an Uber?
I'm just gonna
Oh
say,
no,
A tuber? Should we call it tuber?
I have the car.
but if we look in the bushes, right, and there's nothing there, I think we should call the police. Only because
Yeah, because there's the dead. Yeah.
I don't want. We know what the police are like round here. You know, always jumping to conclusions without the facts. You know, not Paulie, obviously, but you know, like,
Oh, Polly's a good boy.
you know, what's his partner called? What's his partner called? I can't remember his name. Is it Mike?
Yeah,
Mike. Is it Mike?
yeah.
Mike's
I don't. Yeah.
he's a bit of trouble, and he's not the sharpest tool in the box. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
Mike, who follows procedure.
Yeah, Mike. It's not the greatest, and he like jumps to conclusions a lot, and
Because he
doesn't always
actually
look to the
investigates crimes.
facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like Mike, what he'll do is if he sees that Nellie's car's outside, if anybody says that this is a murder scene again, and like Nellie's car, because let's be frank, Nellie's car's like, it's not subtle, is it? And
It's very big, yes.
Yeah, seen near another murder. I don't know, it's your boyfriend and everything, but I think like if they do the time of death and then we're seeing it, we might get suspected because the police found it, not Paulie obviously, but Mike is not the best police officer.
Yeah,
and I don't
that makes
fancy
sense.
being in prison.
He has
Yeah. I
multiple
don't know if I could get
commendations
all
for
the-
bravery.
So should we not call the police? Should we just run away?
I think we should
No.
call
We'll
the
go.
police.
Everyone back inside. We're going to call the police. Wipe
Okay,
your feet
okay.
off before you go in so we don't contaminate any more evidence. Leave the footprints on the wall.
Does she not remember, Nelly, what happened last time you ran away from the police? There was an accident. She almost died.
Well, listen,
I
okay?
had to power walk after her.
Listen, sometimes you don't make memories and then you repeat mistakes, okay? And I'm a little bit like that, maybe.
Are you sure you're taking all your medication, Marge?
Oh, you know what? I actually ran out of one and I just haven't gotten to the place to get it. So maybe that's
dear.
it.
Okay, dear. All right. We
Okay.
can stop by the Walgreens on the way over.
Yeah, I can just drive you over.
Well,
I'm sure they still
I
have it.
really feel like without this medication, I'm invincible, you know?
Oh boy.
That's the not the medication talking, Marge.
Right. I
Mark,
have these
did you
really
leave
great
a hot dish
ideas.
on the counter?
Yeah.
Didn't you bring a hot dish with you?
Yes, I do have a hot dish actually. I already I've actually already heated up the oven to warm it up. Yeah, it's in there. I put it in right before we found him outside. Preemptive hot dish.
Carolyn's just eating some in the corner.
All right, I'll call the police.
All right.
'Cause I presume we've moved back inside.
You call the police because I have so many minor pain, my cancers. Willow PD.
Oh, hello, Mike.
Who is this?
Oh, this is Nellie. I'm calling from Sandy's house. It seems that he's died.
Sandy.
You know, the gardener.
Oh, hold on a second. You hear him rustling around. It's like, uh-huh. So what? What happened? What's up with Sandy? He was definitely not an international assassin.
Oh, that was a weird thing to say. He's seems to have been forcibly drowned in his pool, his hot tub. We thought you might want to come take a look. We were just going to drop him off a hot dish. He's dead. Marge is just inconsolable, and I kind of go like this to encourage Marge to make sad noise.
You hear as he puts his hand over the receiver.
Oh, Sandy. Like this.
You hear a muffled, "Your mother's at it again. She's at a crime scene again. No, apparently it's some murder. When you hear things being thrown around and smashing and things behind that. All right, ladies, I'm going to need you to exit the crime scene and wait for us to arrive so we can take your statements.
Of course.
You didn't kill him or anything, did you?
No, dear.
You sure?
Yes.
All right. It's just that you guys like show up, there's this weird situation that happens when you guys are all together. People just like drop dead everywhere. So I'm just saying it looks suspicious. I know she's your mom. I'm just saying it's a pattern. No. Look, I mean, I know we don't have it up on a board with like pictures and red string, but if we did, it would be this group of people with lots of red string attached to lots of dead bodies.
It's not that many dead bodies, dear.
It's a lot of dead bodies.
It's more than an average
for a
person.
little town. It's a lot of dead bodies. I'm just saying.
I think this town just has a higher than average crime rate.
When you guys are
Something
around,
that
yes.
you could try working on, you know?
Yes, ma'am. I'll get real busy on trying to solve the source of all the crime around here.
Oh, thank you, dear.
I'll be sure to bring an extra notebook for when I take your statement. Yes, we are reporting this to the FBI. He hangs up.
Oh, I think Mike's pretty angry.
Yeah. Mike
Let's
is...
just hang around him for a while.
Look, here's the deal about Mike.
See what happens.
Mike went to the academy and spent a couple of years as a beat cop in Minneapolis. He is logical. He believes in rules and the rule of law, and is maybe a little not happy to be in a place where apparently anything goes. And people drop dead every 6 seconds. And
there was a whole lake full of teens that dropped dead just who knows how long ago.
But then they came back.
Sure he's worried about that.
So everything's fine.
Some of
And then
them.
they disappeared. Whatever.
They got better.
Yeah, normal.
And everyone in town just like, I don't know, this stuff just happens. And he's like, it doesn't just happen though.
Oh, so he's the one who's outside of the narrative that all the rest of us are in.
Yeah, he's
where
like,
we're this is normal.
why is everyone totally cool with all the stuff that happens here?
And we're like, what stuff? I don't understand. This is normal.
Exactly. Cool. All right, so Mike and Polly arrive. Polly doesn't seem to be super happy. The other thing about Polly is, although he technically outranks Mike, he is not what you would call an alpha personality. I mean, for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah.
So Mike bosses him around a bit.
Well, I'm going to have a go at Mike then.
Oh, good.
Not right now, but maybe at some point.
Like in Nellie's car.
That's the question. He instructed you to leave the crime scene, but did you in fact exit the house? Or are you still sitting around the kitchen table just eating?
We probably exited the house.
Okay.
Though I also assume we probably took the
probably
heated
took the hot dish.
Yeah, we
with
took the hot
us
dish.
and
We're all
are
just sitting
eating
in the car
eating a hot dish.
Okay.
or like on the porch, just eating a hot dish.
Yeah. So you're having a little picnic. A little wake.
I have like mascara running down my face.
You'll
Just
be
for
okay
effect.
there, Marge. You'll be okay. There's more fish in the pond.
Yes. So Mike will walk over and tap the window of your car.
It's probably a crank, so just kind of
Right.
incredibly slowly roll down the window.
All right. Who wants to go first?
Weren't you going to go look at the body?
Polly, go look at the body.
It's in the hot tub in the back.
With a statue
Thanks,
on
Nelly.
it.
I just trying to understand.
Don't try and pick it up. It's heavy.
A couple of minutes later, he comes back. Oh yeah, there's for sure a body.
So, after our day yesterday, Marge thought that she'd drop off a hot dish and chat with her boyfriend, Sandy. And so we all just came over, a good hot dish. Oh, do you want some? We have an extra plate.
I'm on duty, ma'am.
Well, it wouldn't hurt just to eat a little bit, you know? You're looking like you're just skin and bones.
He actually is obviously very fit.
But of course, skin and bones. Anyway, so we all came over, and Marge has a key or something, let herself in, and we started heating up the hot dish and looking around for him, and then we saw him in the back, just in that pool.
All right.
Marge is distraught.
It was horrible. I remember being in that hot tub, but it wasn't like that.
He just shudders. Marge,
Yes.
how have things been going with Sandy lately?
Everything is going fine. I don't know. He seemed fine. And I feel like he might have had another job. I don't think he was just a landscaper.
Well, considering that as far as we have been able to tell, he's never done a landscaping job anywhere in town.
Well, well, where was he going then?
Apparently a lot of international travel.
He's
Oh,
good with a hoe.
man of mystery. I didn't even know him.
Polly walks out with a case, opens it up. There's like a Tech 9 and a pistol, a 9mm pistol with a silencer, a whole stack of various different passports and a huge sack of money in a bunch of different denominations from different countries.
Oh my goodness. I just thought he was a world's, he did landscaping in many areas.
His
Like
good taste,
international landscaper, I didn't know.
So you're saying you didn't know that your boyfriend was an international assassin?
No, I thought he was an international landscaper.
All right. So, do you ladies have any theories as to why he was killed?
because he's an assassin.
Carolyn,
Oh, that's a good one.
do you
Carol.
really think so?
Well, if he kills people, that makes people upset, and they may want to kill him. The hunter becomes the hunted. This happens very often.
That sounds like motive.
When I go hunting for bear, the bear hunts me too.
Very wise.
Yeah.
So what you're
Is he licensed
saying
for those
is
guns?
a cabal of other assassins may have decided to take him out, and maybe anyone that they think knows too much. All right. Mike seems to like the idea.
They won't get us
Yeah,
though.
it was you that told us that he was the assassin, so you know quite a lot, don't you, Mike?
Oh, you do, Mike? Yeah. You better watch out. They should
Like
put a
what you're
detail on you.
We're gonna spread
Worried
this
about your
information
safety.
around Mike. We're
I
a knitting
suggest-
circle,
I suggest that you ladies maybe don't interfere with an active police investigation.
Maybe you shouldn't harass old ladies.
Do you know the other thing you should do, son?
He
You know
reaches.
what you should do is when you address a lady who is older than them, you call them Mrs. whatever their name is, or Miss. I don't like how you address my friend Marge. She's in a time of bereavement. You've been very insinuating, and you refer to her as Marge. Her name is not Marge. To you, my son, it's Mrs. Marge. What's your last name?
I don't know if I remember. What's my last name?
Who knows?
Mrs. Polly's mom.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait,
Exactly.
You have a last name. I don't remember.
I
what it
know.
is.
Hold on. I'm finding it. No, I really don't know. I
Marge's
do.
last name.
Well, Gilly has a last name, and Marge and Gilly's last name are probably the same.
Oh, yeah. But I don't know what it is.
Yeah, whatever.
I called my husband Mr. Marge because I didn't know his name either. Maybe my name is Marge. I'm just kidding.
So Mike
Yeah.
Mike reaches behind and unclips his handcuffs because he's about to start stop resisting situation with a bunch of old ladies in a town car. But Polly will come back out. And
I
intervene.
also noticed that and get my phone out and just stand there like this.
You start typing. Lillian opens her cardigan and is wearing an ACAB shirt. So this is about to get super real up in here.
This pin. This pin.
Right.
Yeah.
See how its face is?
Yes. Carolyn's got F the Popo neck tattoo. It's like, oh, this is taking a turn.
Oh boy, I love cops.
Yeah. What actually, so Polly comes over and is like, you can't arrest my mom. And Mike is not deterred. But I think that as the neighbors come out of their houses and wave at you guys, and of course immediately, because this is the Midwest, you start talking about the weather, shouting at each other across the street about the weather. Oh, it sure is hot today, isn't it? It's like, oh yeah. It's attracting enough attention. Oh, what's happening? Oh yeah, Sandy was murdered. Oh no. When's the wake? Oh, I'm going to bring those pinwheels I made last time. Oh, those pinwheels were great.
Oh, those pinwheels were lovely.
Right. Who's bringing the napkins? So it's
Someone bringing taquitos.
Right. So that becomes the scene, and Mike quickly realizes that he has lost control and he has lost the opportunity to haul you all in for being meddling old ladies, which is probably a crime. So instead, he will just stalk off and go sit in his cruiser. Now what happens?
If they aren't here, Lillian, were we going to mention that someone left through the back?
Oh, well, I thought about it, but then I didn't like his tone. And I thought maybe he doesn't need to know that information.
You didn't really
Because at
believe
the
us
end of
last
the
time.
day, I don't think he's going to solve it anyway. The only reason I wanted them here is so that we called the police so that they didn't suspect us and accuse us of running away from a crime or being seen at a crime scene. And if anybody says, says that I said it and I didn't say it, or I didn't say it and I should have said it, I'm just going to say, oh, you know me memory nowadays, love. You know what I mean? Like, just put on a bit of a show.
Mm-hmm.
They all have these stereotype versions of us, you see.
Yeah.
But I don't like that man's tone.
I don't have memory for real, though.
Oh, let's go get your meds then, Marge.
Oh, yeah, that'd be good.
All right. Well, Polly will lock the go kit, the assassin's go bag, in the trunk of his cruiser, and will come back and, no, Ma, I don't need a hot dish. Okay, well, ladies, just, I'll call you if we need anything. Sorry, Ma, about Sandy. He seemed like
It's
a real
okay.
nice fella.
He
I'm
was.
super
He was a
shocked that
good
he was
boy.
going around the world killing everybody like that.
I just thought he was doing landscaping. I was wondering why he was so wealthy and did so few local jobs.
And the only thing he ever talked about was pruning. Oh, yeah, I've got a bush I
Yeah.
got to go prune in Bulgaria.
But he had his
It's
own
very
garden.
odd. Yeah.
Okay.
He's like, I just can't take work home with me.
Right.
Yeah, totally.
Why are all your houseplants fake? It's like you think you'd have a green thumb. It's like it's black thumb, but that's fine. So yes, unfortunately, Sandy / Basil Rathbone is no longer. So you'll have to find another boyfriend. Hopefully one that isn't international assassin / immortal celebrity.
/ dead.
Yep. So what happens now? You are free to leave.
All right. Well, go ahead.
I have a theory.
Mm.
We keep chasing and running around and trying to find all these bodies. We're always chasing. When you hunt, you let the prey come to you by acting as bait. So we should act as bait to catch Angela Lansbury in the act.
Sleepover!
Well, why would she want to kill us? So far, she's targeted immortal celebrities of a variety of sorts.
If only we had
We
someone
know
who
too
has a
much.
new ability to dress themselves up in fancy costumes and pretend to be another individual.
If only we had somebody who had dreams that told us something about the things.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Remember that?
So as you're having this discussion, or as you're driving at 5 miles an hour back to your destination, Marge,
I fall
having
asleep.
carbo loaded breakfast hot dish, has a quick snooze in the back seat and has a dream. And is there a role associated with that, or is that just a thing that happens?
That's just the thing that happens.
Okay.
I think. Let me read just real quick, just
Yeah.
to make sure. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just the thing that happens.
It's just a you have a dream.
Yeah, because it's a. Yeah, you get the keeper void in the form of a strange. Go to have this move. Yeah, it's just at the beginning. The
All right.
keeper will give you that. Avoid, whatever.
Yes. All right. Cool.
Clue.
Avoid clue. You have a dream of, like, you know you're in Willow Bluff, but everything's different. It is fancy. Like, I mean, the town has done better in recent years because of the influx of cash from the Syntech investment, but it sat kind of unloved and becoming gently dilapidated for decades before that. So there certainly are areas of town that aren't in great repair. There's still a lot of work to do. But in your vision, Willow Bluff is quite idyllic, in fact. Looks like the entire town has gone through renovation. And the other thing that strikes you about the dream is that the people also look like very fancy. Not a lot of people that you recognize, but everyone seems somewhat familiar, but they're not people that you know from Willow Bluff. And they all seem to be dressed very, very well, but from different time periods. And the cars driving down the street range from relatively modern to very old-timey, but they're all in pristine condition. There's a new
Great Gatsby feeling.
Yes. There's a new movie theater right in the heart of downtown, and it's playing a triple feature of a variety of classics. It seems it's a little bit Pleasantville, if you're familiar with. It's like it's kind of idealized 50-ish feel, but there's some folks in like braids and bell bottoms, and there's some folks in zoot suits, and it's very anachronistic. But it seems quite idyllic and lovely. But you don't see any of the current residents at all.
Okay. So I only see people I don't know.
People that you
all
don't know, but they
fancy.
all seem somewhat familiar, but you know they don't currently live in Willow Bluff.
Right. Okay. Can I interact in the dream, or is it just a
I don't know.
vision?
Try.
I just wanted to see if I could get someone's name, like someone near me, like, hey, what year is this? Who are you? Like something like that.
Okay. You will walk up to a woman in like a form-fitting low-cut dress, like in a kind of green velvet. She has dark hair and kind of in a wave over one eye. She's got diamond necklace, kind of a diamond bracelet. She's standing there as a gentleman in a suit lights a cigarette at the end of a long cigarette holder. And as you approach her, she takes a drag and then looks very dramatically at you. A spotlight comes out of nowhere to really set her angular features off. And you say,
excuse me. What's your name?
She will look somewhat affronted. And then she will turn over her shoulder. It's one of them. Get her.
Oh, no.
And everyone on the street turns and begins advancing toward you.
I just yell, what is happening? That's it.
A man with plastered over hair, like kind of glued down in a pinstripe zoot suit, opens up a violin case, pulls out a Tommy gun.
John Waters.
Yeah, right.
Because
various different weapons come out, like little pearl handled pistols come out of pocket books, knives come out, and they all surround you.
Okay. I mean, at this point,
Yeah, Marge wakes up screaming.
I would wake up. Yeah, that sounds scary.
As the rat-a-tat-tat of an old-timey Tommy gun goes off. You wake up screaming.
No.
In the back seat, which is very loud.
Oh, Marge, are you okay? We were just about to get your medicine. We're in the drive-thru.
Oh my goodness, you guys, I had a dream. And it was weird. It was like everyone was familiar, but not. And like they were, I don't know what was going on, but then they all tried to kill me. It was very strange. But it was scary. So I shouted, I'm so sorry.
It happens. It happens. We all wake up screaming. Right?
That's true. Carolyn really does.
Yeah. 3 out of 7 days a night.
So yes, I tell them everything about the dream.
Okay.
Maybe they were famous. I don't know why they all looked so familiar, but I tried to ask the woman for her name, and they all tried to kill me. So I don't know if they were famous people, and that's why they were familiar. But everyone was super fancy. It was like being at the Great Gatsby, but with people from all decades. It was very strange, very beautiful. And then they tried to kill me, and then it was very scary.
So maybe it's like all the immortal celebrities want to make Willow Bluff their, I don't know, home or something.
Retirement home. That sounds reasonable.
That's concerning.
I mean, it's a nice
None of us were there, though. None of us were there. So if that's the plan, are they trying to get rid of us?
Or are they hosting in our bodies?
Yeah.
We need to identify. We need to catch them. We need to lure them. If only we had someone who can dress themselves up like a famous celebrity in the car.
Has an excellent sense of fashion or something.
No critical thinking skills here. None. Only someone got a new ability in the past 12 hours.
Just out of curiosity, someone should roll theorize. I'm going to say +5 because you now have another clue with the death of Sandy.
Should it be Marge?
I think it's Nellie because Nellie's the one who said, I think, who most clearly articulated a theory.
Yes, Carolyn is not a thinker.
Yes.
That is,
yeah.
I rolled a 7, so +5 is 12.
Ooh. All right. So, yes, by that roll, you are correct. A group of immortal celebrities wants to make Willow Bluff their home. And they are apparently trying to get rid of the regular residents. Which makes sense, because who wants to be a celebrity surrounded by plebs?
Plus, if it's all of the immortal residents, then they don't have to, deal with the fact that people recognize them
Right.
and they can just do what they want and
Yes.
you know, wear the clothes they want without being. I mean, they could just find a historical town or something and live there, but you know, that's
Yes.
fine.
Now, a person involved in the dark conspiracy is going to reveal themselves to you, which will happen in a bit. It won't happen right away. Like, I'm just going to jump out of the bushes at you.
Hello.
But we do
Reveal
need.
myself.
But as a result of the 12 plus roll, someone involved in the dark conspiracy is going to reveal themselves to you. Now, what happens?
Well, I think we're gonna go to Lillian's house so she
Okay.
can get her disguise stuff on because we keep indicating that she should do
All right.
that.
All right.
We just really want that to happen, I think.
That's a great idea, Nelly.
Yeah, she has so many clothes. It'll be great.
That's genius. I wish I thought of that.
So it sounds like the
What
plan
if
is that
I-
Lillian is going to disguise herself as some celebrity and find
Yeah,
some
It's
way of.
going to have to be somebody maybe from that picture
Mm,
that we haven't seen around town.
all right. Let's pick Lana Turner.
Lana Turner. How do you spell that? I want to see who this
Lana.
is. Oh, okay.
Quite the bombshell.
No, I need to look up Lana Turner.
I need a blonde wig.
Yep.
Wow, she looks just like me.
She looks just like.
I mean, you could always dress.
Morrowind, not Carolyn, obviously.
I was saying you could always dress someone else up if you want.
No matter who you with, what you're doing, the audience is looking at you. That's dark.
Well, what are
Oh,
we
look, I
hearing?
just found one of her with like her head wrap on that I had on 2
Yes.
weeks ago.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
funny.
So what's the plan? We're hearing the old timey movie
I think
music.
Vince Morrow's mic picking it up. That's all.
Okay.
All right. So, what is the plan? You are gathered together at Lillian's house.
All right. So Lillian, disguise yourself as one of the people in the picture, and then go about town, and we'll follow you in the car. And then if someone tries to get you, we'll run them over.
I can use my ghillie suit.
I just turned to Carolyn and I'm like, really quietly, I'm like, Carolyn, I'm like, look, it's a great plan and all, but can you think of something else to protect me than Nelly running someone over? She drives at 5 miles an hour.
I have a
I'll
knife.
just get bumped onto the road.
Hold this, grip it tight. If someone comes at you, point at them.
So now I've got to get dressed up and I've got to hide some knife in a glamorous outfit.
I have a bejeweled one that I made just for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Carolyn is a pro bedazzler.
I am. You should see my jeans. Has like a little cross.
Oh no.
She's not even religious.
Oh no.
She just likes bedazzling.
So if you need to abjure something, you just need to gesture at them with your jeans.
Yep.
Yep. You got juicy bedazzled on the back of your cargo pants.
Mhm.
It's fine.
Because the fish are juicy, you see.
Mhm.
They like the
venison.
shiny things. They
Yeah.
really love it. They're attracted to them.
There you go.
Okay, well, since we know that there's one of those people that wears a ring at margins, I don't know who he looks like, but you know, whatever. Oh wait, no, he looks like Errol Flynn, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Errol Flynn, yeah. So we could either go to margins because we want like, I don't know how it's going to get to him, but we want to go, or we need to go see Lou at the pub. So
Lou / Barbara Stanwyck.
I would maybe say, do we go to the pub only because Martin's might be still close to the crime scene.
And liquid courage.
What do we think?
But Marge shouldn't drink because of the medications we just got her.
Yes. And she's like in the back with like a bottle of
I
wine.
just want a thing of wine. I'm like trying to get a glass of wine.
What? It's just
So Nellie's just playing keep away with a glass of wine the whole time, or like trying to summon a glass of water instead.
Carolyn's just showing Lillian different ways to like stab, thrust, cut the rib thing.
all right. So what's the plan?
I guess we're gonna head over to the pub.
Yeah.
And you're disguised, right?
I'm disguised, yes. I don't look
Okay.
like this now. I've got
So-
one of my many wigs on.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
I
So,
look like whatever her name was, Lana
Lana Turner.
Turner.
all right. So, 2 of us or 3 of us should go in separately, and then you should enter thereafter, so they aren't suspicious that we're all together.
Yes, I think you should go for a drink, the 3 of you. And you could just say, I've got an appointment at the hospital or something, because, we have a lot of medical appointments.
Yeah, because we're old.
Yeah. I like
Alright.
to assume that they know me and they just put a Bud Light and a thing of peanuts in front of me.
Oh yeah, of course. So yes, Marge, Nellie, Carolyn walk into the pub. Does the pub have a name?
It's just called Lose.
Murderous Maven. Lose.
Lou's Pub.
Blues Pub.
No, it's Lou's oldie Englishy pub,
Yeah.
but you call it Lou's Pub. All right. And then you walk in, and of course there is Lou behind the bar because it's 9 a.m, but who cares? And yeah, she for sure is Barbara Stanwyck. Now that I was like, how did I not see that before? And she'll saunter up to you ladies, drop beer and peanuts in front of Carolyn, and ask Nellie and Marge for their order. Marge, I'm
Would
sure,
like
immediately orders
a
the white wine.
glass of Malbec.
Oh, okay, red wine.
Oh, could I have some hot
Oh, yeah,
tea,
hold on.
please?
I probably should be asking for some like white Zinfandel or something,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, give me a glass of white Zinfandel.
Give me your best rosé.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, with an ice cube, of course.
Yep.
All right.
It's a spritzer.
So yeah, she'll bring your orders over. Now what happens?
Get hammered at a bar.
We wait unsuspiciously as possible.
Drinking is part of hunting, guys. This is what we're meant to do.
Yeah.
You got your weapons ready?
I'm using them right now, I say, knitting. I got the metal ones, extra sharp points.
It's terrifying, Ellie. It's terrifying. Marge has her charisma. That's all the weapon we need. Okay.
Yeah, I have. I don't really. I mean, I have a hot dish probably in the trunk.
Sure. So you're waiting for a few minutes, and then what happens?
I wait for a perfect breeze to hit as I open the door, and a gust comes in with me, as well as leaves that slightly swirl around me.
Yes.
Oh, have I found the right place?
Lovely. So Lou will look up at this and kind of, have a seat wherever, and then her eyes will open wide. She'll walk over to you and she'll say, Lana, is that you?
Of course it is, darling. Who else could it be?
I thought you were in Marrakesh.
Well, it got a little bit too hot over there for my complexion. And I've heard so many good stories about this town.
Well, yes. Well, come sit over here in the corner. There's some things I need to tell you.
Okay, darling, hold on. Lead
She'll
the way.
take you and sit you down. Bring you a nice little cordial or something. And she'll sit with you. I would like you to meddle, Lillian. And it's probably presence.
I'm going to use a major bane. I mean, a major whatever.
Major boon.
Yes, please. That's better. I've got a 9 now, and presence will make it a 10, I think.
Awesome.
Presence, 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 presence. Yeah.
All right.
10.
Which is quite successful. So she suspects nothing. And so she will speak to you as if you were indeed Lana. And the story that she tells you is that there's a little bit of difficulty. Someone let the word get out about this place. And now a number of undesirables have begun to show up. Like this was always supposed to be one of the secret enclaves. But somehow in the past couple of months, more and more of our set have been showing up. And it started to cause suspicion. Then she looks around. And someone is killing us.
Gasp. Killing us, you say?
Yes.
Who has been taken, my darling?
So she will tell you that Errol and Basil are dead.
Oh no. How could this be? Who would want to kill them? Why would they do such a thing?
Well, the strange thing is, I didn't think anything about it at first because it wasn't Errol who died. I mean, he was. But you know that author of all those mystery books? Amanda something.
I may have heard of her.
Well, the police think she's the one who was killed.
Yes.
But I have it on good authority that it was actually Errol. He hasn't been seen since. And, you know, she's not one of us. So it was really only this, when I had heard that, just this morning when I had heard that Basil had also been killed, that I started putting 2 and 2 together. So, dear, it might be best to go back to Marrakesh. It might be a bit hot here as well.
I may consider that myself. But darling, you're telling me then Errol was dressed as this book lady?
Well,
Why?
he wasn't just dressed, he used the ring.
He used the ring to look like the book lady.
Yes. Probably in some pathetic attempt to drum up business for his bookstore.
I see, darling. Well, now that you've told me all this, I think I may reconsider and just charter a jet straight right back to Marrakesh. Unless there's anything else you feel I must know. Is there anything I could do to protect you, darling?
I don't think anyone suspects me.
Oh, and between us, it'll stay between us.
Yes,
I
yes.
assure you.
Yes, but I do advise you to keep a low profile.
I mean, I will try my best, darling. I will try.
That's never quite your strength.
No. No, my strength was always in the great delivery of my lines and these eyebrows.
There we go. So, what happens?
I take my leave out of the thing because obviously she's not going to tell me anymore. So I sweep out of the door and go and find somewhere to quickly get changed because obviously make sure I'm not followed, but I'm going to have to go get changed because I don't want to be seen as Lana going back to Lillian's.
Right.
So, yeah, I go and find somewhere to get changed. But there's lots of people, so it wouldn't be so suspicious that,
Sure.
Maybe I go to the hospital. That'd be a good place. I go to the hospital because that's where I said that Lillian had gone.
All right.
And I go and get changed. So that's my part.
And then you pop in the public restroom and take off your Lana guys and come back out. All right. So, what happens?
The rest of us are still at the bar, and we're like
Shotgunning Bruce.
grabbing the phone, going, "How did it go?" Question mark. Send. After she she left.
How did it go, Nelly?
Yeah, you gotta sign it. And then
So
and then
XO.
random eggplant emoji because you don't know what that means,
yeah, this is what the kids are doing.
right?
Yeah, put the
I
winky
love
face.
eggplant hot dishes.
Right?
Oh, put a fish because we're fishing
Yes.
for clues.
Good one,
I just-
Carolyn.
Yeah.
she hasn't responded. Her doctor appointment must be taking a long time. Oh, yes. At the doctor's. XO Nelly. There.
I just write, all went well. See you at my house later.
Oh, it looks like she's going to meet us at her house. So when we're done drinking, Carolyn, we can head out.
Carolyn.
Carolyn can stop whenever she wants.
So, what happens?
We pay for our stuff.
Yes.
I guess we just say bye to Lou.
Time for
And
the Price is Right.
yeah. And then we head to Lillian's house.
Okay.
Drive over there.
Cool. So you all meet back up at Lillian's house. What happens?
We come in applauding.
Yes. Excellent. He didn't suspect a thing, it didn't seem.
It's like
She
I was
didn't
watching a
ejaculate.
Broadway play.
Lillian is legit messing with her wig.
I don't know which way's which anymore.
Wow, you look amazing still. You always look good.
I can't work out the mirror.
Oh, no.
That's so funny. You keep turning it the wrong way.
Michael's worried about sneezing on camera, and I'm doing this.
That's true. It's fine.
Well done, Chief. Well done.
It's avant-garde, you know?
Yes.
It's a new
That's how I
thing.
am.
There we go. Well, at least you can see. That's the important thing.
Okay, anyway, carry on.
I presume Lillian tells us all the deets.
I do, yes. Oh my god.
Oh, so Erthos is dead.
Yes. Nicholas
He
Erthos.
was because he used the ring, changed form. No one else had a ring, right? It was just him.
Well, in the picture, they all had rings. And the
Oh.
person who pushed the bookshelves over on top of you, you didn't see the person, but you saw a hand with that same ring.
Okay. Oh, so they can use the rings to disguise themselves in case someone knows what their immortal form looks like. And they need to do other things. But you have to wear the ring, probably, and that's probably a pain, so not all of them wear them. Lou might have a ring, but probably not at the bar. It's probably in her house. That doesn't really matter. What matters is someone's murdering them, and I guess it's Angela Lansbury.
Wait,
Yes.
are you telling me that we should go to Lou's house and try to get this ring?
I mean, we could if we wanted a shape-shifting ring that we don't know how it works, and it might not work unless you're immortal. But we could do crimes. I don't think it's quite right.
Is there another place where you might find such a ring?
The morgue.
Sandy's.
Yeah, off the bodies.
Go
See?
visit.
Well, yeah,
Sandy.
Sandy would probably have a ring.
But if the police were there, that's probably in evidence.
Well, not if he wasn't wearing it. He might have just kept it in his gear or in his room.
We could go back to Sandy's and try to steal the ring.
I think we should go and break in. We should do another B&E, gals.
I just
I'm
feel like
getting
we're
good.
getting really good at them.
Yeah.
Like, practice makes perfect, you know?
Yeah. No, let's do it. That's what Sandy would have wanted. More crime.
Yeah, I thought he would have wanted more bushes, but turns out he wants more crime.
And we put on quite a show. So now we know Angela Lansbury. We just got to wait for her to come to us. Maybe we'll get a 2-for-1 BOGO deal.
Ooh, BOGO. Love a good BOGO.
It's cooping.
So, what's the plan?
Let's go to Sandy's and see if we can find that ring.
All right. It's noon. Do you want to go at noon?
Oh.
I mean, it was just a crime scene, like just now.
Yeah.
Like,
We didn't
right.
We got drunk at a
Like,
bar. at
right.
noon.
Like, an
Yeah,
hour ago.
and at least 2 of you are lit at the moment.
Oh, yeah. I've been drinking those rosés, throwing them back. You know what, though? If I'm sitting there throwing back rosés, then I'm probably like, noon? Yeah, let's go.
I was like, let's just go break in now.
Go, you guys. Who cares
Lighting's
if
perfect.
it was a thing?
Carolyn is in full hunt mode. She's just incensed.
Carolyn starts putting on
I'm ready.
camouflage paint.
I'm good to go.
So,
Locked and loaded.
so what's the plan? What happens?
Well, let's go see if the police are still there. Because if they're still there, we can't break in.
Yeah, can we just do like a drive? Can we just kind of like do like cool drive by, like
Yeah.
stay low and just kind of put an eye on it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like everybody can lean back in their chairs.
Well, you all have to look. I have to stay focused on the road. Otherwise, there could be trouble.
Yeah, but I can hold up a picture of a dog in the passenger seat, and everybody else can duck down.
I think they know what my car looks like. Mark.
Oh,
Yes.
All right. So you pile into the Grand Marquis and very, very slowly cruise past Sandy's house. There's a coroner wagon, a number of one of the local town police cruisers, a state police vehicle. Detective Manny Goldberg is in the front yard chomping on a cigar, unlit. He is the first to see you. You slowly cruise by with the ladies pressed up against the windows. He says something to someone. Polly comes out of the house. Oh, hey, Ma. What are you doing?
oh, hey, Polly. We were just coming by to see. I left something in Sandy's room, and I was coming by to see if there was a possibility of me getting to it, or, anything like that.
Yeah, like maybe tomorrow, Ma. This is a crime scene.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. Thanks, Polly. Kisses. If you're hungry, there's a hot dish probably in the freezer still from when we were dating. All right, we gotta go.
All right. Nellie speeds away, by which I mean 7 miles an hour. But yes, it is currently, because it's only been like an hour. It's currently an active crime scene.
Okay.
Well, did Manny have his hands out? Did he have a ring on at all, or?
For the sake of cinematics, as you drive away, Nellie, who is very, very religious about checking, rearview mirrors and all that kind of stuff, you look in your rearview mirror and you see as a couple of guys pull a gurney out with Polly on it. And just as you think to yourself, I wonder if he was wearing the ring, the hand falls dramatically out from underneath the cover, and there is no ring on the pinky finger.
That ring is in that house.
Now, hear me out, girls. This is a very out there plan. But clearly we can't get in there because, police officer no. Probably doing a terrible job. But anyway. Who else?
Lily needs police.
The photo, Carolyn, that we know is in this town, and we currently know their exact whereabouts. Who else is here? We know they look like a famous person. We saw them in that photo. And we know their exact whereabouts. They could be the next target. Maybe. 2 birds, 1 stone. You could set up traps, Carolyn, and everything. Let's go to Manny's house.
Yeah.
Oh man, I was sitting here
I was sitting here thinking it was
wondering
going to
what
be the
you
bar.
were talking about.
Yeah, I was like, we're going to go
I
back
was
to the
like,
bar.
oh
and
geez,
then-
bud, is she gonna get to like an actual point, or? And then now I get it though. Manny's house, yeah.
Manny's. Yeah, let's go to Manny's.
What do you mean, will I actually get to a point? You don't be. How dare you, Mark?
No, listen, I think
We've
it's
had this
just because of my meds. And
I'm
my
already
boyfriend
opening
Don't
it.
try
died.
that with me. I know. We've known each other since God knows.
Sandy.
You don't try that one with me. It's disgusting. Don't know about it.
I'm checking the springs of my bear traps already.
Anyway, we know where Manny is. So, and he could be the next.
Yeah, let's do it.
So why don't
Does he live here?
Start knitting a fishnet.
He's out of town. Do you think he's staying in town right now, or is he driving up for every crime?
Somewhere, isn't he?
Oh, we'll check at the inn. That's really
Yes.
the only place anyone
It's
stays.
true.
Well, let's go find his room then.
All right. So you head over to the west side of town, to the bed and breakfast, which is about the only place that has rooms to let here in town. And there are a number of vehicles parked in the very small kind of off-street parking lot. So you probably have to park over by Ronson Garage and walk a block or so.
That's fine.
Kids hanging out at the Circle Q there on the corner. There's a decent crowd of folks having a late lunch at the restaurant across the street. A number of people wave. But, the weather's getting more pleasant, and there's the first couple of weekends of having folks from the Twin Cities or St. Cloud drive up to kind of hang out by the lake. So there's a fair number of tourists in town, which of course I'm sure is offensive because they drive too fast with their fancy cars. But yes, so you go to the bed and breakfast. What happens?
Right, we've got to find a way to find out what room he is staying in.
Do we know any of the people who's at the inn again?
It is.
Do we know?
Yeah, it's a couple from the cities who bought it and recently renovated it and turned it into a bed and breakfast. I don't know that they have names. Let's say their names are.
We're not close with them, are we?
Probably not. I mean, you haven't known. I mean, you know them to nod to. They seem very nice.
Okay.
We'll say, for the sake of argument, their names are Barb and Bonnie.
Okay. Do they know that Polly is my son? Like, do they know I'm associated with the police?
Probably.
Okay.
I mean, you tell everyone you meet.
I think I know how I'm going to try to play this.
And since you're associated with the police, you're practically the police, as it were.
Right? That's the way I feel about it.
So that's how that works.
Okay. So
Marge is a stage mom, but for cops. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah. So I'm going to be like,
We'll say Bonnie is at the front desk.
Bonnie, oh, you look great. Is that a new haircut? Oh, it looks so good. Anyway, listen. Polly's at a crime scene. Oh, bless his heart. My poor
what happened?
My Sandy was murdered. It's actually very upsetting. And we're trying to figure out who killed him. And Detective Manny, sent us here to grab something out of his room. He's at the crime scene. And I just need someone to let me in real quick so I can look for what he sent me here for.
Detective Manny. Oh, he's the one that keeps smoking in the room with that with that stogie.
I will talk to him about that.
You better.
Oh, that's
we have a strict
so
no smoking.
inappropriate.
I hope it reeks of nasty old cigar now.
Yeah, let me in there though. I can do a quick clean-a-rooney and help it smell better, and then I'll get the thing I need, and then we'll be on our way.
That seems like a medal to me. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna change my mind. I think first, it's a day move.
What's that mean?
So I guess I think this is risky. And then if you're able to successfully get in the room, then it's gonna be a medal.
Okay.
So I think this is a day move, probably with presence, because you're trying to wheedle your way into a state police officer's room.
Okay, sounds good. So that's a +1. All right. I got a 10. +1 is 11.
Okay, cool. So yes, how does it look when you just tell a bold-faced lie in a very convincing way?
How does it look?
Yeah, what happens?
So, Bonnie, right?
Yeah.
I forget names so easily. My meds. Bonnie is like, really eager to help us because I've told her I'm gonna like Febreze the crap out of the place,
Yes.
and B, she wants to help us because she knows I'm distraught about Sandy, and so she just hands us the spare key to the room that he's in because I'm assuming it still uses keys.
Yeah.
And yeah, she just I grab some Febreze. I'm sure we have some in the car, in Nellie's car somewhere.
Of course.
With all the, crocheting, she probably Febrezes it here and there. So I grab some Febreze and we head up to the room.
All right.
Gotta get that ghost smell out of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ectoplasm.
So yes, you let yourself into Detective Goldberg's room. It's very frilly, as are most of the rooms here at the bed and breakfast. And he's got, he's got like a suitcase on a little suitcase stand, and it's open, but everything's very well organized inside. There are some notes or some folders and like stacks of paper on a little desk. And there's a suit laid out on the bed. It's identical to the suit that you've seen him wear. What do you do?
We carefully... gloves on, everybody. First step. Not that he's not going to know it's us who was just in his room. However, let's look for a ring.
Can I get the stripy gloves again?
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
All right.
I have the mitts that look like fish.
So
Fish nets.
now it's time to meddle. So one of you choose. It can be Marge again, or it can be anybody, but someone needs to meddle.
Marge let us in. Marge can continue.
All right.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, so much pressure. Okay.
Don't screw it up.
What am I meddling with?
Your choice.
Um,
I mean, probably not presence, since you're not trying to.
no, probably
Convince
not
anyone.
presence. Probably.
I would say composure makes sense.
Yeah,
because
probably
we're in a high
composure.
All right.
situation.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Metal moving. No, I got an 11. I'm not even lying to you.
Yeah.
Oh,
I got
excellent.
an 11. Plus 1 is 12.
Ooh. So, all right. That is a super extra special success. So yes, you
I'm
find
hot today. I need to go to Vegas.
So yes, you find, you look through the papers. It's a bunch of boring, like police reports and things like that. But in a drawer in the desk, you find an envelope. In the envelope, like a little small kind of manila envelope. In the envelope
Right.
is a ring.
Is it the one I'm looking for?
Well, it looks like the ones you've seen.
Okay. I just start pointing to it and flailing it wildly.
Yes. What does anyone do?
We pick it up.
Are we going to put it on? Or are we going to leave the room and the inn first before we slip it on?
I think someone slips it on. Who slips it
Yeah.
on?
No impulse control.
Carolyn. Carolyn puts it on.
Yeah.
Uh,
Fearless.
cool. So this is the 12 plus result. So you get a special clue. And also Major Bane. Carolyn slips it on, and you are now Amanda Delacroix. I think it's actually Delacour, but we've been saying Delacroix, so whatever.
We just changed
What
it.
happened?
It's qua.
Do I look any
Qua.
different?
Yeah.
Do
I
I
mean-
look any different, guys?
You look like Amanda Delacroix dressed up
I'm
like
just standing there with my
a
mouth
fisherwoman,
open.
but yeah. The instant Carolyn slips the ring on her finger, her form shimmers very briefly, and then she's Amanda Delacroix.
Carolyn, you shapeshifted.
The ring's you shapeshifting.
Shapeshifting.
It is a shapeshifter. Guys, I need to go write a book real quick. Oh, man.
Wait. If you sign our book copies, is it like her signature, or does the handwriting not actually change?
I don't know. Let's try it. I try and, like, write my signature out.
It looks like your signature.
I'm like this. Don't write yours. Write Amanda Delacroix's.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, you've seen her signature. You can do a decent facsimile of it.
Guys, we're gonna get rich. I'm gonna put all of us in all of her books in the future. This is gonna be great.
All right. So take off the ring, and then we'll take it with us. I guess that's the crime scene ring.
No, well, we don't know that. It could be the
Well, how many of them?
or maybe like we don't know how it works. So is it like a particular ring turns you into a particular looking person?
Well, I presume that they might have them all set up differently, but why would they all wear? It'd be very inconvenient if all their rings synced up to the same person, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And why would he set up
Well,
his
remember
ring?
one guy or the one lady was showing up as. Wait, who was it? No, the one guy was showing up as Delacroix.
Yeah, the guy who was murdered.
Yes.
Like he changed who he was showing up as.
Yes, you learned from Lou / Barbara Stanwyck that Nicholas Erthos / had died. That
But we did see him with the ring,
yes,
wearing the ring, and he wasn't Amanda Delacroix.
yes, you saw him with a ring looking like him, and then you saw Amanda Delacroix lying dead in his office wearing the ring as well.
Maybe it has a clap on, clap off function.
Yes.
Well, wouldn't that be convenient?
So Amanda Delacroix isn't dead. Guys, there's more books coming. Oh, thank God.
Thank goodness. Oh, goodness.
All right.
That was a close one.
Yeah.
Well, our job here is
I
done.
was gonna say, I feel like we did it.
Do you remember that at the thing, the event that we camped out for no reason?
Oh, the book signing.
Yeah, the book signing. All the papers, like the posters and the commercial and everything, that looked a bit, cheap. And I know cheap when I see it. And like we found those papers, those financial papers and those misprints and stuff like that, and we knew that the shop weren't doing too well. So do you think
Yes.
put it on and choose who you're going to be or something? And like Carolyn's just gone to Amanda Delacroix because that's her favourite, celebrity. And like that guy, Nikolai, put it on and chose to be Amanda Delacroix.
And that's why we didn't see the signing on her websites.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't her.
Yeah, it was just vague, wasn't it? It was just like, Midwest. So like he was going to pretend, his plan was to pretend to be Amanda Delacroix to make some money.
Take our money from us.
Shop.
Just kill him.
Just money
Did
from
you say
us,
let's
really.
kill him?
Yeah. Oh, no, he said, never mind. Sorry.
He's already dead.
Lillian, please
I'm
theorize
swearing
plus
off.
6.
Oh.
The beer's wearing off. Sorry, guys.
You've got a flask. You're fine.
I'm kidding. Jesus.
Oh no.
We have things.
I rolled 2 ones.
We have things. But that's still going to succeed because at plus 6 you can't fail. You have so many of the clues.
2 ones. Well, do you want me to roll again and try and make it better, guys, or shall I stick with 2 ones?
I mean, there's advantage to 12 plus, right? Or
well, no, I
Yeah.
I
mean
don't actually know.
it'll be fine. It's just that it will add a A complication.
No, yeah, roll
We
it
have
again.
got
No, add a
6
complication.
major
It's great.
Use the boons.
boons.
Use
Yeah,
the
I've already used a major bane. We don't know what it
listen
is
to
yet.
Michael. He's trying to mess us up.
I mean, I'm just saying it's
Using
gonna
a major
happen
boon, we've got
anyway.
6.
So you can save the boon if you'd like, but it's fine.
I rolled a 9.
Oh, all
That's
right.
way better.
Hey.
15.
So 15. Another person has to reveal themselves to you. Great. So
Yeah.
now we're gonna have 2 people reveal themselves to you. That's awesome. It'll be fine. Yes. So the solution is correct. Lillian, you are convinced, and you have, with your deductive reasoning, have convinced the rest of the murder mavens that in fact, Nicholas Erthos's plan / Erlflin's plan to get himself out of the crushing debt that he had taken on to open up what's it called, Margin's books, because that's what an immortal celebrity would do, was to fake a book signing by Amanda Delacroix. And because he has the ring, he was able to, his plan was clearly to turn himself into Amanda Delacroix and pretend to give a signing. But he was murdered instead.
So
And Carolyn
he's-
is now wearing his ring.
Here's the question. So I said that must be his ring.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the question. Why, that I don't know the answer to, why does someone want to stop him from earning his money? Or does someone want to shut Margins? Or like, you don't think it's, the lady who owned the bookstore from the previous books that we bought the books from? Like, what's the reasoning behind the killing, and how does that killing connect to Sandy? You see?
Why does Sandy have his ring?
No, Manny's got his ring.
Manny's got his, why does Manny have his ring?
And Manny's
Picked it up from the crime scene.
probably to protect the immortal's secret about their magical rings.
Yeah. But what connects Sandy to Nikolai? Like, we know
Sandy is-
Nikolai had financial problems.
Sandy's an assassin.
Yeah, so what's the connection then? Like, why?
Maybe it was unrelated.
Maybe.
Well, we know it's somebody dressing up as Angela Lansbury, probably killing people. So we assume it's an immortal with a ring choosing to be Angela Lansbury.
But maybe Sandy's being Angela Lansbury.
But Sandy's
who's-
dead. So how could Sandy look at me, like give me a dodgy look across
Oh, yeah.
the garden when he's in a pool?
Sorry, I had a lot of rosé.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
It's the grief, darling. It's all right. That's my question is, I can't get it in my head. How?
Well, I know.
Why did they not want him to earn his money to save the bookstore?
Well, I mean,
How
an
does-
obvious person who wouldn't want the book margins open is, our friend Barbara at the other bookstore. But I wouldn't think she'd do murders.
Yeah, and that makes sense. But then why would Barbara kill Sandy? That's the thing. Like, do you know what I mean? Like that motive there at least makes sense. Yeah.
Oh, maybe she hired Sandy.
What, and then bumped him off to like.
Cleaner. Just like in that famous Amanda Delacroix book.
Oh God.
Which one? Oh, tell me all about it, Caroline.
Yeah.
Refresh me.
You're gonna have to. You
Oh
have,
man, I hate doing this.
you have to.
Okay.
You have to name the Gold Crown mystery.
It's going to be to catch a serial knitter.
Okay.
Yes, I don't know. It's about an old woman who is a famous assassin in the underground, right?
Okay.
And she's going all around the world, and she bumps off the wrong person for the Japanese yakuza, And so the rival Yakuza sends a cleaner after her because they say you can't have any traces back to the original one because if you do, you will be killed. And so she befriends him, the cleaner, by knitting him a sweater.
Sure.
This is why you're the narrator, Michael.
Am I going to have to knit someone a sweater? I need a little more advance notice. I have some spares though at home.
Okay. So, all right. So she overcame the problem by knitting him a sweater, but with friendship. With friendship.
Yeah.
All right. So sure. Would you like to take a plus 12 on some future role relevant to this, or would you like to state a fact about the current situation that I must incorporate?
I'm so tempted to make it.
I know you are. I knew it.
Okay.
Make it a fact. Silly is good. It's fine. Or you can take a 12 pause.
No, the 12 plus would be useful. The fact would be entertaining. Let's see.
Which is better, useful or entertaining?
Entertaining.
Okay. What fact? There is still a major bane in play that has not revealed itself, so you're not going to be able to counteract that. But
yeah, let's see. What's a good fact? A jeweler just recently moved into town, has been selling lots of rings.
okay,
I don't know how you can use that, but do it somehow.
yeah, that's a fact that is now a reality in town, and that is a resource that you may choose to use.
If we need more rings, I can get them.
Maybe. So what happens now?
All right, well, grab the ring and we'll be off.
Oh, it's already on her hand.
Well, I mean, take off the ring.
Oh,
And
no.
here comes the bane.
What are you talking about? That ring ain't coming off.
I knew this was gonna happen.
Carolyn, just twist it. Just twist it.
Yeah, no, guys.
Oh,
Guys.
is that too much salt?
Oh no.
Oh no.
There's all that.
Yeah, guys, it's
All
it's
those
not,
snacks.
Yeah.
it's not. Oh no.
And it's not that it feels like it's like really tight and you can't get it over your knuckle. It's just not budging.
It's kind of.
And you are 100% Amanda Delacroix.
Lillian, you gotta disguise her. Quick.
I don't want to chop my finger off, guys.
Well, there's that new jewelers that opened in town. Maybe they can take the ring off.
You're right. Let's go.
What? No, you can't leave the room like that. Amanda Delacroix has died recently.
She also was probably seen elsewhere, alive.
Not in those clothes.
She will be if you leave the room.
Well, she can't live here.
Okay.
I wasn't meant to be kept in four walls.
Here's the plan. I can fashion something really quickly out of this fabric I've got and just cover you up a bit.
I have a tube of like red lipstick. Does this help?
All right.
I have a
No.
scarf. Does this help?
Never helps, Marge. That's shade.
You keep telling me that, but everybody always says how good it looks.
On your teeth, love, on your teeth. No, Jacob! I'm only joking. Did I tell you? We're not that kind of friends.
No.
Okay, anyway, back to the present. Yeah, I can style you as somebody else so people won't think you're Amanda Delacroix. But just to be on the safe side, I think, Marge, you should go outside because I know how you're really good at this. We've done this many a times to get out of trouble. Even when we were younger, we used to do this. Marge, I want you to fall down.
Oh.
So people aren't looking at us, they're looking at you.
Knock, knock, knock
Yeah, I can do that.
But then like
on the door.
not hurt enough that they call an ambulance. Be like, oh,
Right, of
fair.
course,
And
of
then be
course.
like-
Is
and then
everything
once we're
okay
out,
in
be like,
there?
"Oh, I'm all right now."
Oh, yes, just fine. It's just taking us a minute to find everything. But I think we've got it. We'll be out in just a second.
Rattle, rattle, rattle.
I'm her cousin, Amanda De La Court.
Yes. So I think I've decided since I got it wrong. So Amanda de la Cour is the heroine of the Gold Crown Mysteries. Amanda de la Croix is the author. It's thinly veiled. A few people have made the connection that she's writing herself into books. So I will say, Carolyn, there's a bit of a ruckus as people just start throwing scarves and things at you. There is a window right behind you. Carolyn is a woman of action. I think it would occur to Carolyn that there is an easy way to avoid being spotted as Amanda de la Croix.
You just jump out the window.
She uses our scarves and quickly fashions a rope and disappears.
I'm ready. I'm ready. No, this is perfect, girls. Thanks. I just take all of it and just start opening the window and.
All right. Give me a day move. I think with vitality. I'm trying to give you an opportunity to be all athletic. Or you could Cold Seavers it.
I'm going to Colt Seavers it because that was not good. So that is a 4 + 12, 16.
Ooh. So, yes, Carolyn slides open the window, fashions a thing, and then does a backward fall out, and then rappels down very athletically.
Like a ninja.
3-point landing.
Oh my god, that was impressive.
So fit.
Yeah.
Ladies, we need to all get one of these rings.
Yes, a group of out of towners are exiting the restaurant across the street, and they kind of see this and point, and you can see a look of recognition on their faces. Carolyn just poses and waves back.
I'm embracing the character.
Yes,
I learned this from watching Lillian. It's acting, darling.
The
And it.
the wife / mother of the family kind of jogs across the street and begins chatting you up in the front yard of the bed and breakfast in front of everyone. Put a pin in that. Marge, Nellie, Lillian, Bonnie opens up the door. Oh, where's Carolyn?
She had to use the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
She ate a lot of blue cheese and now needs to
Oh, yeah, that'll bind you right up.
deal with that situation. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, it does smell a little bit better in here. Good thinking opening the window.
Oh.
Did you get everything you needed?
Yeah, we did.
Yes.
And
And
then
now it's off to solve a crime for Sandy.
All right, there. Okay, cool.
I handed
should
the
just-
key.
Okay, yeah. She's going to wait for you to leave because she probably realizes that you guys have been up there a while.
Yeah, I
around in
handed her the
this big
key.
place.
We all go
Yeah.
out.
Okay, cool.
Lillian's wearing an outfit fashioned of all these scarves tied together. Just because in haste of Bonnie entering the door, she was like, oh, quick, what can I do?
Just wrapped around yourself.
It's like
Yeah.
a weird toga.
Yes.
Yeah, it is like a really weird, different color fabric toga, but I'm pulling it off because I have the eye.
Carolyn, you are attracting attention on the street. What do you do?
Tell
Don't
them
you
that I
have a
have.
fishing hat still.
Yes. And I'm still in my waders. I'm always in my waders. I would love to stay. Please buy my latest book. Gone fishing. But I have to go finish the ending. So I can't stay and talk. But I will look for me at my next book signing.
Yes.
And then I just start power walking.
Then you take off. All right. I will say, because I am nice-ish, as the rest of the ladies exit the bed and breakfast, you are just in time to see two things. One,
Oh no.
Carolyn, just going around the corner at a brisk power walk. The other thing you see is someone following Carolyn.
It's me. I'm the bait.
A very familiar someone.
Ooh.
She ain't ready for my right hand.
Also power walking. With a little sweatband. You know, the kind of teased out short, obviously dyed hair, little sweatband. Little terry cloth jogging outfit. Oh no, it's that whatever I think it would be a nylon 80s kind of color block tracksuit. So like teal and pink and yellow.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like
Yeah.
a windsuit.
Yeah. Just power walking behind with a intent look on Angela Lansbury's face. The game is afoot.
Time to power walk like her life depends on it. Let's go, ladies.
Okay. So what we have is a slow motion power walk chase. Carolyn, disguised as Amanda Delacroix, in the front, followed by a very intent Angela Lansbury, and then trailing behind are the rest of the murder mavens. Carolyn, where are you going?
I am trying to make it to the nearest woodlands or alleyway where I can hide. And then I'm going to just wait. Because I like to think that Carolyn isn't smart. You know, she's like, she reads, but it's like she never sees it coming, but she is good at hunting. So she knows exactly what she looks like, and she knows exactly who tries to kill people that look like her. So she's just trying to find a place where she can post up and just.
So I think Carolyn's instinct was probably to head west. And cross the little bridge, because beyond that there's some woods and things.
Quiet.
So what we see is the camera pulls back, and we see Carolyn up front / Amanda Delacroix up front, and then we see Angela Lansbury, and then we see the ladies behind kind of stumbling to catch up. So this slow motion parade happens. Once you cross the bridge, Carolyn, you make a break for it into the woods. Angela Lansbury picks up the pace and reaches into the little pouch. She has a bum bag on, of course, and pulls out a knife, and then chases you into the bushes.
Reward.
Oh no, it should be. You're right. She pulls out a Grammy that she stuffed in her bum bag. I don't know. She pulls out a Grammy and holds it by the top, and then chases Carolyn into the woods to club her to death. What do the rest of the ladies do?
I mean, I'm going after her, right?
Yeah.
All right. I would like everyone to give me a day move with
Can
vitality.
I just say that I'd like to think that Lillian's kind of all right keeping up the pace. Nellie is, a little bit too, but then I'd like to think that Marty's like, I can do this.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm super fast at speed walking, but only for so long.
Only for so long.
She keeps going ahead of us and then stopping.
And
she's like,
stopping
"Oh,
and
you guys are
holding
back
the
up."
side.
Yeah, and trying to breathe. All right, so vitality, you said?
I got a 7.
Oh, good.
Oh,
God, I hope I don't die again.
I got
Got
a
a
6.
9.
Okay.
I got a 7.
Okay. And Lillian, what'd you get?
6.
Oh, that's even better.
Oh no.
All right. Well, so Lillian, what are you concerned would be the worst possible outcome here?
The worst possible outcome
Yeah.
is that Angela Lansbury kills Carolyn,
Yes.
like catches her up and kills her.
Yes. Okay. So I think Lillian is struck by the fear that her friend Carolyn is about to be bludgeoned to death with a Grammy by an immortal Angela Lansbury and is frozen. And also probably it's muddy and you don't have shoes on that you want to go tromping through mud. So Lillian,
And my
unfortunately,
scarf dress came apart and I tripped on it.
So you're having a little bit of a wardrobe issue, and so are delayed, and instead of diving into the underbrush, are now standing on the side of the road. Marge, Nellie, and Carolyn. Marge and Nellie. I think you run the risk of either getting lost, because neither of you are particularly outdoorsy, and lost or stuck, or you realize that although Angela Lansbury clearly has it in for Carolyn, she's killed a number of people. You might be putting yourselves at terrible risk of your own life. So you can choose to back down and avoid that risk, or you can carry through. Your choice.
I'll carry through.
Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, Marge probably is like, Carolyn can take care of herself.
Yeah,
Then
Carolyn
she
has a
sees-
lot of weapons.
She sees Nellie going, and she's like, "Oh God, here we go." So then she goes too, because she can't just let Nellie go by herself.
Carolyn, it is only when you enter the woods that you realize that this transformation is not illusory.
Mhm.
Like you've mostly just been you've been on an adrenaline high and you've mostly just been walking. But as you begin to tromp through the woods, you realize that your legs are longer and maybe not quite as strong. And your hair underneath your hat is much longer and keeps getting caught in the twigs. You realize that your normal outdoors woman skills and instincts are maybe going to be less effective because you're effectively in a different body that is not anywhere near as used to being out in the rough and tumble. So if you continue to plow into the woods, you think you might bring yourself to harm. You can choose to continue, or you can change course.
I will stop. I will grab my right arm, which is my gun, and then I will roll around and if anybody's there or just to the empty woods, it doesn't matter. Just say hello to my little and clearly licensed and well-maintained friend.
All right. So I'm going to say what happened. So Marge and Nellie have barged in, heedless of the risk to themselves. Carolyn, instead of plowing forward, has decided the best tactic is to make a bloody last stand. And indeed, within moments of taking up your stance, crashing through the underbrush, it's on top of you. What do you do, Carolyn? Yes. Carolyn begins spraying the underbrush.
I did clearly explain that this gun is not meant for people. It's meant for very, very large, scary monsters that I frequently find in the woods out here. So.
Yes. So Carolyn begins just letting loose.
Just unloading. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, things have gone. This is probably fine. I think I would like Nellie and Marge to put on the Crown of the Void. I think we see we see a brief moment of Carolyn just spraying the entire forest with an automatic weapon. And nothing explicit because this is PG.
Wait,
80s TV.
Can I do that if I've already done it?
Yeah, you just mark the next box.
Okay.
I think we see a hail of bullets raining towards Nellie and Marge. But before they strike, some swirly nonsense happens as you each put on the crown of the void. So what does that look like for Nellie?
Oh, Peggy comes to warn me that Carolyn has her gun out.
Ah,
As you do.
excellent. And that
Peggy's
is
here now.
That is a representation of what's the
I'm on the second box as well.
Okay, so your
that
reason-
is the
your reason-
chariot. So your reason goes down and your sensitivity modifier is increased by 1.
yes.
Sorry, guys.
No, it's all good. So as you become closer to the void, something in that moment you feel a presence rise up out of the lake behind you, and then like super fast just appears in front of you, and will say grabs your hand and pulls you out of the way behind a tree. So you are not riddled with bullets. Marge, you are also in the second box. So reduce your reason by 1, increase your sensitivity by 1, and then tell us what happens. How are you saved from being blown to bits? Marge.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. How am I saved?
Yes.
I probably like attempt to do some really like graceful like dodgy thing, but I end up like falling, but like gracefully and out of the way. Like I think it's gonna look really cool, but like it just looks like an old woman just like falling and just rolling away.
All right. So Marge is frozen there for a moment. And we'll say for some inexplicable reason, you've been carrying the hot dish with you.
Yeah, for sure.
And as the bullets begin to rain, you hold the hot dish up and a few bullets ping off the back of the hot dish. And then you drop it and you bend over to pick it up and bullets whiz over your head. And then you slip a little bit in the underbrush and fall over just as the last rain of bullets hits your
Just
direction.
very luckily
Yes.
dodge everything by being an idiot. Yeah.
Yes. In your head, it's very
It's like spy.
Jackie.
Like I was like, I could be a spy.
yeah.
Like,
In your
this
head,
is-
it's very
yeah.
James Bond, but to the camera, it's very Inspector Clouseau.
Right.
Excellent. And Carolyn, you spray the underbrush with bullets. There is a moment of silence. There's a crack, and a limb falls from where it has been struck. And then a thin but surprisingly strong arm snakes itself around your neck
Oh
and
shit!
pulls you back. And you hear a woman's voice. I killed you once. I'll kill you again. You are spun around, and there is Angela Lansbury with a Grammy, getting ready to smack you in the face. What do you do?
I butter with my gun.
Oh, okay, day move.
I would like to
You're
use a
so
major
straight.
boon.
Okay.
Yeah. I got
You're gonna pistol whip Angela Lansbury.
3. All right, well, that's 8, 9, 10.
Oh, okay, 10. Well, that's good. That's better than a lower number, right? All right, so you do what you intended or hold steady. What happens?
I butt her. It's not like it's not like I'm gonna kill her or something. She's clearly very tough. And then I immediately run away.
Okay, so you just knock her off balance and then take off.
Yeah.
You first pass by Nellie, who is holding the hand of the little girl from the ring. And then
it's the scary pool girl.
Yeah, right. The one who chased you into the pool. And then you have to do a little vault over Marge, who is on hands and knees in the underbrush.
I land next to him, and then I have my I'm like,
and then you nearly barrel into Lillian, who is still trying to rearrange scarves by the side of the road. So you have escaped from certain death at the hands of Angela Lansbury.
Angela Lansbury is frightening.
Yes. What are Marge and Nellie doing? Actually, anyone can do anything. If anyone has any ideas. I mean, Angela's doing something, but...
I mean, I'm like... Can I what's the Grammy for that she's holding?
Oh, I don't know. You haven't seen it up close.
Okay. Can I just start singing Beauty and the Beast at her or something? At Angela Lansbury?
Sure.
Can I just start belting it through the woods or wherever we are, just trying to either distract her?
It would have to be an Emmy, that's right. So yeah, it's gotta be an Emmy. She was however nominated for Beauty and the Beast.
So maybe when I do that, she'll get mad because she didn't win it, and I'll distract her long enough for someone else.
It's in fact her well, she didn't win it. In this world, she won an Emmy because it is a in our world, she was nominated many times for outstanding lead actress in a drama series for Murder, She Wrote, and never won. But in this world, she did win.
Okay.
But yes, she's still very salty about not being nominated but not winning a Grammy for Beauty and the Beast. And as you begin to sing, that attracts her attention.
Tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme. I'm just yelling it.
Just belting.
Just belting as much as my little, Minnesota lungs can make it happen.
And Marge, like Meg, has a wonderful voice. So she stops for a moment.
Oh, thanks, Michael.
She stops for a moment. You can't quite see her, but I mean, you hear her coming. And you have that sense that she's coming for you. With your new sensitivity to the void, you can sense that things are about to get bad. But then you begin to sing and you hear the footsteps stop. And then you hear her singing along with you in harmony. Also belting. It's kind of competitive.
Yeah. Do we sing anything you could do I could do better after this?
Sure.
Okay. Can we have a sing-off? I'm in.
It's like a rap battle in the woods. Yes. What is everyone? So this is about to happen. Marge and Angela Lansbury sing off by the side of the road. What is everyone else doing?
They're still slightly in the woods, are they? Or
Yeah.
Are they... Okay.
Setting a rope trap.
But your paralysis from failing the day move is over, so you can you and everyone else can do whatever you want.
Okay, Carolyn, I've got an idea now. I've got these blooming scarves off me. Right.
Yes.
You know that sometimes, we all do, we fall in for sleep in front of the television.
Yeah.
Right. I remember watching, sometimes I wake up and there's this thing on late night and it's like this wrestling thing. It's people in very weird outfits. But anyway, I've seen this thing that they do and it's called a clothesline. Right?
Yes.
Now,
Yes,
I
I'm
don't think
familiar.
I can do that with my arm. But what happens if we use the scarves? And
That's exactly.
clothesline and then wrapped her up with it.
That's exactly what I was thinking. It's a genius idea, Lillian. Brilliant. You're a natural born hunter.
Oh, thank you. Well, I think I could start to hear Marge singing, so at least we know where Marge is. If only we could find out where Angela Lansbury
And then you hear
was,
Angela
then we'd
Lansbury's
know her
voice.
Oh, now we know her location. How convenient.
So, Carolyn and Lillian plan to sneak up and then try to clothesline Angela Lansbury. What is Nellie doing?
Yes.
Oh, I'm hanging out with Peggy. I got a backup plan with Peggy if
Okay.
this clothesline situation doesn't work out.
Okay, cool.
Terrifying.
So you're just,
It's just my little girl.
you're checking in with Peggy. She's wet for some reason. Straight black hair laying down over her face.
Oh, I'm pulling out the little lollipop that I keep in my bag for her
Yes.
and asking how her day's been.
She silently takes the lollipop. It's very creepy.
I'm just loving the idea of Nellie power walking with a knitting bag, like a massive knitting bag.
Oh, yeah.
To catch up with everyone.
Yes.
I'm never putting this down. Like my dad.
Well, so let's see who wins the sing-off.
Ever just before. No, just kidding.
Yes. So Marge, give me a
What
day
kind
move.
of move is this?
Give me a day move. It's risky. You could be horribly embarrassed by being
Oh my gosh! What if I
outbussed.
am?
By being outsung by a
no.
professional Broadway actress.
Yeah, that's so embarrassing. Okay, here we go. That's terrible. Do we have any boons?
We do.
Yes.
I just rolled a 4. What am I use? Is this performance?
Yeah. It's
Or
what
presence, rather?
It's presence, yeah. I think so.
Okay.
We have 4
Yeah,
major
that's
boons.
bad. All right, I would like
This
to
is
use
the
one,
most
please.
important role of the game.
Okay, I would definitely like to use one then. Okay, here's a question.
Yeah.
Could I use another bone?
Yeah.
Okay. Is this a thing I can do?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
you guys
fine.
are fine with that? Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm doing it because it's bad, folks. It's bad.
We really want to see you win this sing off.
All right, here we go. Hey, there we go. That's +1, 11.
Would you like to spend a minor boon to make it a 12?
Yes.
Just type that in. All right. Because on a 12 plus, you get an
I'm
extra
using
benefit.
all the boons.
Yes. You do what you intended. Something deep in Marge. We have a flashback to Marge on stage in
Probably like Minnesota Community Theater.
yes, and I'm going to say Marge is a child too.
Nice.
So it was some sort of like children's theater review. 100% supposed to be an ensemble situation. So there's a little bit of singing, a little bit of dancing, but we see a moment where Marge looks out at the assembled crowd of 50 or whatever, and something about the spotlight on Marge. She just elbows the other little children out of the way and begins to belt directly to the audience and jazz hands everywhere. It's very dramatic. All the other kids are a little bit put off. The parents of the other children are not happy because it's Minnesota and you're never supposed to make a spectacle of yourself. But in that
Right.
moment, Marge felt alive.
Couldn't help it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alive in the center of attention. And so you flash back to that moment and bring something extra special. And it momentarily takes Angela Lansbury aback. Which gives Carolyn the additional benefit of the 12 plus is that Carolyn and Lillian can simply succeed.
Nice.
Clothesline.
And wrap Angela Lansbury up in a cocoon of multicolored scarves. You have captured Angela Lansbury by succeeding at a sing-off.
And she wasn't
We
naked.
strategically left her hands outside the scarf, so she's wrapped up like this,
Yes.
like a meerkat.
Yes.
Like
and
a
then-
meerkat.
Yes. And then Marge finishes her song and Angela just reflexively jazz hands in approval.
Scarves.
Yes. She has a look on her. She has a look of great appreciation on her face for your performance.
I'll also, when that happens, I'll be like, you should have won.
Yeah, she'll
Like, that
she'll
should have been
muffled.
your Emmy or whatever.
I know. Can you believe it? I was robbed. Thank you. Not
Okay,
not
you
many
were,
people.
but
Not
you
many
can't
people.
keep going around killing people with your awards. You're great and all, but you gotta stop this
I'm
nonsense.
gonna stop the murdering.
Yeah. Yeah, why are you
geez, bud.
murdering people?
Ah, jeez, bud.
It's a lot of murders you've been doing in this town.
We've got to keep the secret.
What about the immortals?
That's supposed to be the
you in a-
secret. How do you
Oh,
know?
you're the immortals.
Well,
Oh,
you're
right,
not
right,
doing
right.
a great job because we know all about it.
Oh, don't worry. We like you, so your secret's safe with us. But you really got to stop murdering. Which of those two was telling the secret?
Well, Errol never really felt comfortable giving up the spotlight. He was always kind of an attention hog, so it's been a tough 50 years for him. But his little scheme to pretend to be Amanda Delacroix, to make a little bit of extra money drew too much attention to us. And Basil had decided to take his skills in a different direction. He became one of the most sought after assassins in the world. It was only a matter of time before he attracted the authorities' attention, and then they tracked him down and uncovered our secret.
I mean, they're bright. Oh, but Manny's one of you, isn't he?
Yes.
So he's gonna keep
Yes.
it covered. So doesn't he know you're killing people?
Of course he does.
Well, heck.
Wait a minute. Is Manny in on it?
Eddie?
He wants you to kill these people?
Eddie's job is to find a publicly acceptable solution, a scapegoat, some sort of conspiracy theory that can be promulgated so that no one suspects the truth. But yeah, Eddie's called in anytime one of us gets in trouble.
I don't like margins anyways.
I know it's terrible, right?
Really is.
Soulless. Like today's television and movies. I mean, I remember back in my day where you had believable plots. We were all very
Yeah.
serious.
Yes.
We're all serious.
Yes.
I love the general.
So who did you think Carolyn was?
Well, I thought maybe Errol had survived. Like maybe I just knocked him out.
No, how do
No.
you take the ring off?
Oh, all right. She'll reach over with her hand still bound. Just give me your hand. And she will mutter some sort of incantation and slip it off. And then Carolyn's back to Carolyn.
No, you see, it was just a misunderstanding. I mean, it was a little upsetting because Sandy and Marge were, together.
Well, I'm sorry about that, Marge. Have you ever been on stage?
No. Well, once when I was little. I used to do community theater.
Oh, you missed your calling.
Well, I had kids and then my kids had kids and it's like a whole thing,
Well, it's never too late.
So are you planning on killing anybody else?
Well, anyone who gets out of line.
Well, here's the thing. You can't do that.
You can.
I mean,
You can.
You can't
mean,
murder people.
No, that's reasonable.
I mean, I for
I
sure
think-
can.
Yeah. clearly she's done it several times.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's not that you
but what I'm
can't, it's that you
saying is-
shouldn't.
Exactly.
That's
You
different.
shouldn't murder people. That's a little rude.
You have
Everyone
to
can go in their
stop
own time.
doing that if you want to not be a murderer.
I mean, yes, that's true. If I want to not be a murderer, murdering people. But it's not really murdering. It's more like we police our own.
Okay, but maybe you shouldn't use trophies associated with your own name.
Well, I have to send a message, don't I?
Well, not really, do you? I mean, don't you just want them dead? Isn't that the message?
Don't you just have like an immortal memo group or something? What's the group chat?
None of us know how peach phones work. We tried.
Oh yes, that's
we
fair.
tried, but then
I
it
can
was.
teach you.
Yeah, look, she's good at it.
There's a nice guy down at the syntech industry who helps us with all of our technology stuff. Kyle, right?
Yeah,
He's such a
Kyle.
just a gem.
And you know, if you can always use Bluegill Meets. It's real easy. You could be in a room with each other.
Oh wow, sounds like we have a lot to learn. Now,
I can teach you how to hunt down people.
I already know, but I appreciate that.
Carolyn.
Oh, it's useful.
Well, it seems like the only thing that we need to figure out is what happens now.
Yep.
Because you're free and you don't kill us.
You know our secret, which technically is a problem.
Well, let's just
We're
use
good at
it.
keeping
Okay.
secrets.
Like there's weird ghost girl that follows us around. There's a bunch of dead teenagers. I think there was like a dragon or there's a lot of
Also-
secrets. All right.
Also, here's the other thing. I propose that we have each other in like, like where I've got something on you and you've got something on me. Like, for instance, let me propose this. What if you were to give me Manny's ring and I was to become a young, Barbara Streisand, and then I could go be on Broadway and stuff, and we just pretend I'm not Barbara Streisand, even though I look exactly like Barbara Streisand. And then you don't tell anybody I'm not Barbara Streisand, and I won't tell anyone you're immortal.
So it's going to be
Oh God.
one of the reasons I had to get rid of Errol was because he was impersonating a celebrity who was currently alive. Can't very well have celebrities being in two places at once.
That's fair. Who's dead that I would like?
Well, we also can't have celebrities coming back from the dead.
Okay,
Fine, all right, never mind.
Carolyn, can you just make sure she's good and tight and she's not going to get away? And can we just have a little powwow sans Angela Lansbury?
Yes.
Oh, don't worry. Peggy can watch her.
Yes. Angela will hum the Murder, She Wrote theme song as
I
you all
just see a
talk.
puddle move.
Yes.
Yeah, that girl scares the yeah. Okay. Powwow time, gals.
So what are we going to do? Like, we've caught a murderer. She's admitted to being a murderer. She's told us that somebody else is involved in the murders. Like, what do we do now? Like, we can't just let her go, surely.
Well, I mean, because Manny's going to cover for her no matter what. And he's looking for a scapegoat to
Okay.
blame on the murders.
So, are you suggesting that we murder her?
No.
Oh, yeah. Of course not. That's wild.
And we mainly just need to make sure that we go along with their plans so they don't murder us.
Okay, that's fair.
But what's to stop her murdering us?
The fact we didn't murder her, I think, is our main leverage.
I don't think the trust of a murderer who's basically said to our faces, unless you
Listen,
become
though.
problematic.
She is a murderer. That's true. But she's also a fellow performer. And we just have this connection because we're both just so passionate about performing that I trust in the passion of performance.
She might have a connection and a passion with your head if you ain't careful.
Well, we can hold on to the ring as leverage. Maybe. and help them with their cover story. Because if Sandy was the one who killed Amanda Delacroix,
I can feed them. Nellie can knit them sweaters. We have so much to offer.
friendship, really, if you think about
Really?
it.
You solve the murder with friendship.
I mean,
And if we figure out how they became immortals, maybe we could just join their club. That'd be neat.
That'd be super cool.
I don't know. I've already experienced watching a family member die. I don't think I want to live to see the rest of them go. So
I'd love to live to see Earl go.
That's fair. That's fair.
I mean, you do know someone who's good at knocking people off. Maybe that could be the trade.
what
I'm
about?
going to give you a name and an address.
Ooh.
Here's another theory, but you can always tell me differently or something. We somehow get Angela Lansbury back up to the hotel room, the B&B, put the ring back, call Paulie and that blowing Mike, and get them to figure out that he's in on it, and then they're both arrested. I don't know. I don't know, but I'm not comfortable with the idea of leaving immortal murderers who could murder for the rest of time.
Okay, but she murdered the guy who was doing hits, apparently. Sorry, Marge.
Yeah.
And it was just two other immortal people. Maybe they have their own rules.
So basically, we could just slit their throats right here, right now, and we'd be able to go, oh, that's all right, because they were murdering people.
Yes.
No, that's vigilante justice.
Oh, no.
But that's what they're doing.
No. See, we're humans. We're mortal. They're immortal, so they're kind of weird monsters, and that's why it's okay to kill them.
Yeah, I
Why
agree with
else?
It's
Carolyn.
okay to kill them, but Nellie's saying it's what I don't understand anymore.
It's not okay to kill anybody, but I don't think the authorities are going to believe that an Angela Lansbury lookalike has been doing murders. Oh, wait, if she puts on the ring and looks like someone else and then she goes to jail with Manny, that solves their problem and she's taken away and then she just leaves and it's still Angela Lansbury. I guess that's more of their solution than our solution of not getting murdered.
I want to die.
I never have to do this when I hunt foxes
Or fish.
or fish.
Or fish.
They never argue back.
Do you really hunt fish, though?
Sometimes I do.
I've seen Carolyn with a spear.
Yeah.
I had to make that spear cozy.
Once I saw her, like a bear, face in the water.
Yep.
I was going for a nice little stroll.
There's
What she was doing.
there's too many things that happen in the water in this town. I am making sure that I am a strong swimmer.
Yeah, that's fair. That's totally fair.
Aerobics in the water.
So I think why not? I've got so many. Major Bane, you guys do what you do, which is your conversation
Get
digresses.
away.
You spend like 10 minutes talking about, oh, water aerobics. Yeah, I tried that and whatever. Do you have to use the floaties? And it becomes a very lengthy conversation, by which point Angela Lansbury has
then
freed
he's left.
herself. She has freed herself. And she just is sitting there, standing there, watching this conversation happen. Until eventually, 5 minutes in, you realize Angela Lansbury's just standing there. She's, taking off the scarves. Probably pulls out a cigarette and starts smoking it.
Hey, don't start a forest fire. Oh, she's escaping.
No.
She's just standing there. She's not running away.
It's forestry. You have to. No, you can't do that.
All right.
It's brush fire season.
So she puts it out.
Good. Thank you.
And then you show her how to bury it and make sure it doesn't set a fire. She's like, oh, thanks.
Yeah. Forestry license. Everyone should have one.
So, what are we talking about?
We were gonna maybe potentially kill you, but I don't think we're doing
I
that
don't like
anymore.
that idea.
I thought no, we weren't.
Oh, it was on the table. Not anymore.
Was it? I thought I asked and it was immediately off the table.
Oh, I was in
mean,
favor of it, but
On the lower table over there, the small kitty table.
only when she was tied up and defenseless. Now she can kill us easily. So no.
That doesn't really inspire confidence.
So, any ideas how we solve this problem? I don't particularly want you to kill me. I don't particularly want to kill you. It's not like I just go around killing people. It's mostly to protect our secret. The problem is this. Over the years, we have accrued a whole bunch of celebrities. There's a certain point in your career where you've made enough movies and enough people have watched you, made enough recordings, that you make an impression on the world, and something strange happens to some of us. We die, but then we don't. We transform into the strongest memory that the public has of us, and we just sort of linger on. Most of us view it as an opportunity to go back and lead a more or less normal life at first. But for all of us, there's a desire to get back into the limelight, to re-experience the adulation of our fans, to be in the spotlight again. We have to guard against that because obviously a bunch of celebrities that have long been thought dead showing back up in public would reveal a secret and we would wind up being experimented upon, etc. So we constantly have to police ourselves. And occasionally that means taking care of a celebrity who has put us all in danger. But is it really murder if you're killing someone who's already been dead for 40 years?
Yeah.
Well, I prefer to think of it as
Double
protecting the broader community.
I feel like that's more murder than the other murder because the other murder, they just became immortal.
Died.
And this murder is the actual murder. So I feel like
Yeah.
your murder is
it's-
actually worse than the original murder.
Definitely murder. Yeah. No, it's definitely murder.
Or death. I guess the murder doesn't have to be death. No, reverse that. Death doesn't have to be murder.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I just like to think that some of us are given a second chance and some of us don't take advantage of that in a way that's smart. And so that second chance can be revoked.
You guys have a lot of issues.
I mean,
You guys maybe just need to communicate better.
we're all Hollywood. Well, what we really need, I think what we really need is some sort of outlet.
I
You
can
guys
teach you how to
should
fish.
renovate children's theaters.
You
Interesting.
know, Lillian puts on a lot of community
Children's
events.
theaters
You
are
know,
really
for
important
fundraising.
to me.
I think I would like, it's a little bit of a stretch. I think this is a theorize. +7. So who would like to? I think Nelly was the last one that spoke. So Nelly. Roll theorize +7.
Nelly had the
I
most.
rolled a 10, so 17.
Jesus, dude.
Nice.
Awesome. Awesome. So Nelly is this notion of Lillian puts on a bunch of shows, children's theater. It suddenly congeals in Nelly's head. This idea of an old-fashioned dinner theater. Nelly has a vision because you are also one step closer to the void. You have this momentary vision of an old-fashioned dinner theater, low lights, candles on tables, folks from town encouraged to dress up in the styles of their youth, and then a parade of performers, celebrity impersonators, who entertain the crowds with the great hits of their careers. It strikes you as a perfect balance of finding an outlet for the immortals living among you, preventing the need for them to be bumped off one by one when the lure of the stage causes them to break the rules and draw too much attention to themselves.
And I hear that Margins is probably going to be shutting down, and it's right downtown by the Clock Tower Park. A real great place to start up some sort of touristy business, I'd think.
Oh, and I have millions of dollars just sitting around from residuals.
Same.
Yes.
The trailer park is by choice.
So it sounds like you're proposing that we go into business together.
Oh yeah, that'd be good. Help manage things. Are you talking, Maro? I don't know.
No. I'm just... It's better than my idea of Zen meditation by fishing. So, I'm in.
Angela looks
Keep ourselves a little busy,
expectantly
help
at Marge and
manage
Lillian.
things.
I mean, here's my question. If you open some kind of a children's theater or something in that space, can I work there?
Of course.
Yes. I'm sold. I'll do whatever.
Now all eyes turn on Lillian. Angela says, we will need costume design.
I said this to you once, and I'll say it to you again. Who are you looking at?
She has a smile on her face.
I don't like to be pressured. Thank you. Look, I'm not making costumes for anything. I am a fashion designer, so don't try and sweet talk me. That won't work. Like I said earlier, and I'll stand by it now, I don't trust you. And why should I trust you? What's to say you're not going to kill us off one by one?
Or just all together, probably, really.
Yeah, it's
Like
like
we're
a
always together.
I mean,
murder.
Yeah, you
not
could
one by
eat
one,
one hit,
maybe like
probably.
She was-
1 by
she was-
4, just
no,
all of
she-
us.
No, she was athletic, but she's not strong enough to do 4 of us in one go. Like, and look at that bum bag. She ain't got 4 awards on her right now.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's true.
that's fair.
She'd only have 3 Grammys.
So what can you give me, Angela Lansbury, that is going to assure me you're not going to go around murdering up all the town, including us?
I think she will begin to sing Together Wherever We Go from Gypsy.
Off you go, Michael, then.
No thanks. But I think she will draw down to the depths of her expert thespian skill set and begin to perform for you a song that is about how she's effectively promising you eternal friendship and that you're in it together, that you can
Marge is sold. I'm like crying.
bring joy to the masses together, and that there's nothing that can stop you.
You can always kill her later.
It's friendship.
For now.
Maybe she'll want to
Fine.
join in on our murder party nights.
She's rich.
She does know quite a lot about that. I think Marge is probably singing along.
Oh yeah, for sure. And also tears in my eyes, just real. I'm just feeling it.
No fits,
All right,
no
I'll give you
fights,
this,
no
Nancy
fuse,
Bridge.
and no egos, amigos together. She's put on a show.
Okay, Lansbury. I'll give you this.
Wherever the boat I row, you row, a duo, wherever the row I hoe, you hoe, a trio. And any IOUs, IOUOs. Who me-o, no you-o, no we-o together.
I'll give you this. That Nikolai or whatever it is deserved to die just for his fashion sense anyway. So, I'll give you that one for free.
And Errol was
That
sorry,
murder was okay.
and Basil was murdering people for money
Yeah,
all over the world.
yeah.
Yeah. And he hadn't returned my phone calls
Right.
for the last 2 days.
And
Well, I
he-
mean, he was
and he
dead,
snored.
but like, he did snore. That was annoying.
And he snored, and he always put salt on your hot dish before you tasted it.
Ugh, I hate that.
Oh, that's not okay.
There's enough salt in there. Oh, jeez, bud.
But I'm telling you, if you start murdering people again, I won't be happy.
She will take off her ring and give it to you and tell you that you can hold on to it. Without her ring, she can't appear to look like someone else.
Who does she look like now then?
Angela Lansbury.
She can choose to look like others.
Yeah. The ring is something that they had
Okay.
made that enables them to, like when they can't, like, especially for the first, couple of decades after they died, they have to be disguised. But then eventually, after their star has faded somewhat, it's safer for them to appear as themselves. Because then all anyone would think is like, oh, that's someone who looks like Angela Lansbury. Like no one would think. I mean, it hasn't worked that well for Elvis, she'll say.
I'll look at the gaudy ring and be like, thank you.
We don't have to wear it.
And
You can just hold on to it as a sign of my commitment to our new endeavor.
I put it inside my clutch bag inside my fashion bag.
All right. So she will step forward, put her arms around you ladies, and conspiratorially begin planning your dinner theater enterprise. I think she will suggest that you name it Doubles Dinner Theater, since the shtick is that it's a whole bunch of celebrity impersonators. So, what happens? Do you go through with it? What does the camera see next? Can be a montage if you'd like. We haven't done enough montages this time.
I think there's probably a montage of someone wearing one of the fancy disguise rings being arrested by Manny for the crimes of the murders in town and going to be taken away to the big city jail, and obviously, winks exchanged, and it never really happens. But as far as people in Willow Bluff knows, the murderer's been taken care of from all the latest scandal.
Right. It was a
It's
vagrant.
probably the first thing.
It was a vagrant.
Yeah,
Carolyn,
someone from the cities.
Yes.
Carolyn and Angela Lansbury spend a lot of time practicing on different ways to take care of bears in the woods.
Right.
A lot of one-on-one bonding time.
All right.
Learning new skills.
Would Carolyn give up the ring, or is she going to hold on to it?
Oh, absolutely gonna keep it. Yeah, no way. No, this is mine now.
Okay, so there's also a thing of me taking the gaudy ring out of the thing and placing it in a locked jewelry box in a locked little thing in about like a Russian dolly, like 4 styles thing inside a high-tech safe
Okay.
that is very cleverly sealed within my house.
All right. Marge.
Wait. What are we doing?
A montage of what happens the next couple of weeks.
Oh, got you. Well, I'm probably going to singing lessons because I've decided, Angela Lansbury told me that it's never too late. So I found myself a singing teacher in Minnesota who's supposed to be real good. And, I just, I got that set up and I'm just going to try to, took some headshots. I finally took Lillian's advice and did not wear red lipstick outside of my lip lines for my headshots and such. I got help from a professional makeup person, and so yeah, I'm gonna start my new performance career. I think.
New performance career with your vocal your vocal coach Judy, who Angela introduces you to.
Yes,
Judy
exactly.
has started mostly a kids like singing dancing school.
Right.
It probably is only after the third or fourth lesson that Marge realizes that Judy seems somehow familiar.
Yeah. And that there's no place like home.
Right. We probably have a shot of Marge on stage as the Doubles Dinner Theater is being constructed. A rush job, but there's like all these folks have tons of money just sitting around. So Marge is on stage singing Somewhere Over the Rainbow, being critiqued by your vocal coach, Judy.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Nellie has been making phone calls and setting things up, and there's Peggy standing in her room, like being the model for something that she's knitting together for the theater or whatever.
Yes. Standing there very creepily.
Because she's calling her kids to ask a lot of questions about business and how do you set it up.
Yes.
And stuff like that.
Yes, exactly. So, I think we flash to opening night of Devil's Dinner Theater. You ladies are at the front and center table, and the evening is going well, mostly out of curiosity from the locals. And then you hear a few people go, I kind of wonder, because I thought I recognized that person that I saw at the grocery store the other day. I thought they looked a lot like that old actor from like the 60s. Oh, but I see it's like a bunch of celebrity impersonators. Well, that's real cool. And so suddenly any interest or suspicion that anyone in town had is now completely erased. Because, it's just, 20 celebrity impersonators who suddenly have decided to live in rural Minnesota. Totally normal.
Well, and they're really committed to their craft. So they're like,
Yes, exactly.
always like them.
So now there's perfect cover. So the immortal celebrities don't have to disguise themselves. They can go about town. And Angela's, of course, playing the master of ceremonies, singing a few songs and introducing acts. She stands up towards the end of the performance and says, I want to thank my partners in crime, Marge, Lillian, Carolyn, and Nellie, for serving as the inspiration for our new enterprise. And another special guest who was gracious enough to accept our expectation. Ladies, I think you'll find this to be a wonderful surprise and a way of saying thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Amanda Delacroix. And coming out from behind the stage is, in fact, Amanda Delacroix. You look, there is no ring on either of her fingers. This appears to be the actual one. A few people in the audience are clapping. Of course, the ladies are in stunned silence. A few people, speech. And Amanda steps forward and says, I'm still a little bit confused. Supposedly I was here, then I wasn't here, and then someone said that I gotta someone tweeted that I'd been murdered, and I was like, no, I've been in Bali. But Angela here said that you ladies were my biggest fans and wrote me a big fat check to come, so I'm here. Thanks,
Yes.
everyone. And she comes and introduces herself to all of you.
Somehow we still have 85 books on us to just sort of like, if you could just sign.
Nellie opens her big crocheted bag, and there's a big stack of books inside. She's like, oh, okay, I didn't bring a pen. Here's a pen. So yes, she begins to sign.
All of them.
Yes, of course. As the camera pans back. And then up and over, as we often see at the end, pans back over the town of Willow Bluff. There's the clock tower. It strikes 2 for no reason. Panning across the lake where Gold Island sits, the old Paulson Castle slowly crumbling into nothing since it has seen better days. Maybe a faint purple glow from the extra-dimensional portal that is now deep within the foundations, out over the dark pine woods to the brutalist research facility of Syntech. In through doors, down corridors, through a series of locked chambers into a lab. Focuses in on one of those glass-fronted coolers. And inside are many, many vials. The camera gets closer and closer, and each vial is labeled with the name of a celebrity long thought dead. It is full of their blood. Someone is researching something. But the good news is the ladies now have a cottage business and are besties
Yay.
with a bunch of undead celebrities, so that's fine.
Woo.
Nice.
And you solved the mystery.
Yeah.
Did.
Yeah.
And technically you did overcome the antagonist, but you did so with friendship and entrepreneurship. So well done, everyone.
Way to go.
We did it.
And several of you got closer to the void, but that's fine.
No, it's good.
That's fine.
It's healthy for you.
Only three of you died and had to come back. So that's good.
Technically, only 2 of us, but one of us did it twice.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. 2 of us are, yeah.
So Marge literally did have a double death.
I did.
Perfect.
Awesome. Well,
Also, are we gonna, or is this where we go around and say what we accomplished?
yeah.
Okay, perfect.
And if there are any post-credit scenes you want to throw in, feel free. You don't need to, but you can. Just as a way of wrapping up, like maybe like I would say if anything has changed as the title credits go, if there's anything that is a result of this that we see that's different about the title credits, let us know as you're telling us your successes in your agenda. Let's start with March this time.
All right. I am Megan Amell. I don't know if I said that earlier, but whatever. I am Marge, and I have one scene, right? And it's a scene of Marge getting a callback for the role of the mother in what's that show? Fanny Bryce. What's that show? Is it just Fanny
Nanny?
Bryce?
Let me Google it.
Fran Drescher?
The show with Fanny Bryce and her mother. God, what is it called? It was
Funny
Barbara
Girl.
Streisand.
Funny
Funny
Girl.
Girl. Thank you. Yes, she gets a call back for the mother in Funny Girl. That's the scene that I want to throw in after working and trying to get her name out there.
Yeah, you
And
get
it
it.
could be because somebody somebody threw her name into the mix, like one of her undead friends.
Yes. Well,
but she's
you get a call back, and so
and then
does
I have to earn a roll.
well, and then so does Angela.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And while
So,
you're on
yeah.
while you're on stage doing the audition, we just see Angela reach into her bag and pull out an Oscar and think about it, and then
That's hilarious.
and then shake her head and put it back because friendship wins out for now.
That's for now. Okay, so then I wanted to act like a woman half my age. I feel like I did that.
Sure.
And then also I wanted to show people I still got it, which I think I did when I sang
Yeah.
in the woods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you solved the mystery, so that's 3.
So that's 3 XP, which sends me up a level.
Lovely.
Cool.
Nice.
When I go up a level, can I just throw like a point on something like sensitivity or something?
Sure.
Okay. I think that's what I'm going to do.
Your advancement options are on the sheet. You can increase an ability
Oh, yeah,
modifier by
gotcha.
1, max 3. You can choose additional Maven move twice.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Nelly.
All right, I'm Misha, or Misha under lesson 3 on Twitch. I stream. I was Nelly. I don't think there's any particular post-credit scene. I guess the main thing is that Peggy is much more substantial in the cozy seats. Like, is chilling on her chair and stuff like that, and hanging out, being creepy, while I make cute things to put on her, like a little doily. That will lighten her up. At any rate, the things I picked was act like a woman half your age, which I feel like we did that. We sassed so many people,
Yes.
Oh my
actually.
God, so many people.
Mike, I don't think I doted on anybody. We didn't really stop to do that, which is fine. So that it will be 2 experience. I feel I wrote it down somewhere, but it's not here. But I don't think I've leveled it up quite yet, which is
Okay.
fine. So I'll remember this probably.
Awesome.
Don't forget to check out cpluscomics.tumblr.com to look at some of the fan art or in the
Oh, yeah.
Discord. And I think we'll be back, at least I'll be back on the 11th, which is next Thursday, for some Teen Magic Academy. It's going to be a fun time because this month's going to have Teen Magic Academy and Teen Justice Academy at the same time.
Yeah. That'll
Just
be
to keep
real easy for me
zero
to keep
confused.
straight.
Oh, yeah, for sure. All right, go ahead, Morrow.
Actually, can we just hear from Barky instead?
This is Grace.
Oh,
this
Grace.
is Rear Admiral Grace Popper.
Oh.
She just likes to look out windows. She's a good girl, and she's very tiny, which is why she's my little lapdog. All right, so, yeah, really. So there's just a scene of Carolyn who's realized that she can shape change now, which really helps with those nighttime hunts by herself in the woods. So she has experimented with turning into all kinds of weird shapes and monsters and things to help with the hunting. Or like just incredibly big, burly, like Andre the Giant, stuff like that. Temporarily,
Yeah.
for safety purposes. But will that catch up and get her in trouble? We'll find out.
Next
Absolutely.
time.
Yeah. She did solve the mystery. She definitely behaved like a woman half her age. And I do believe she showed folks that she still has it with hunting and trapping.
Yeah.
So I would say that she did. That boosts her to level 3, giving her last +1 to get her vitality up to 8 +3.
Ooh, lovely.
Hmm.
And be sure you put Ancient Probably Cursed Ring on your cozy items
Yeah.
list.
Yeah, I have shape-shifting ring on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ancient Probably Cursed Shapeshifting Ring.
Probably cursed. Noted.
Yeah.
When I don't have a dog,
You got to
on my
make sure
shoulders,
it's probably
I will take
cursed
it.
because it had a bane on it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's for sure. It's for sure cursed.
It's definitely cursed.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Probably.
I can type out details when there's not a dog. Lillian.
Hello, I am Rachel H. I have been playing Lillian. I would say that Lillian definitely achieved her two things, which was to undermine a local official and also to share some wisdom with someone younger than you, because she basically did it at the same time, where she was just not nice to Mike and told him how he should address a older woman that he was not familiar with.
Yes.
By referring to them as Ms. or Mrs. whatever and not Marge. Like, who did he think he was to call him Marge?
It's true.
So yeah, they were what I achieved, which puts me up to 6. I'm probably going to choose another Maven move because then it's just out of my head and I don't have to think about which one suits my character more. Before I was between 3 and I realized Megan's got one, so I think I would just choose the one that's is it Tom something or other, that's like you can get away with being somewhat appear like younger than you are, because I imagine I do look probably 10 to 20 years younger than I actually am.
Yeah.
So
You're like, I've never had a moment worth of work.
yeah.
You know,
Well, I don't
surprised all the time.
think she has. I don't think she has. I think she's just done a lot of like not like
A lot of sunscreen.
took care of herself in the sense of like detoxing loads and like, you know, all that kind of thing. So yeah, I think it's Tom something or other, is it? I'll look again later, but I think I'll just take that and then I can add next time. Is there anything else I needed to say?
I don't think so. Do we have a scene?
No.
Do we is there any?
Oh, a scene.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So the scene I did want to say that I thought would be quite cool is I think we see Lillian very similar to how we ended last episode, which was she lifts up her designs and behind the designs is a map to do with where Reggie was last seen and the suspect and things like that. So we see a glimpse of that, and then we see her at the computer booking 4 tickets to
Sweden.
To Sweden, because that's the type of thing that Lily would do. If she decided to go, she would take the girls and she would pay for them because she can.
Yes.
So, and that's a way she could get them there, is just being like, I paid for it, we're going.
Yes.
Obviously first class.
Are we going to have a travel episode
Yes.
next time on location to Sweden?
Yes.
So,
Oh boy.
yeah, I feel that that's happened. Is there's been a flight
That means
accommodation booked to Sweden.
that means I can use my other thing where we have access to all that woman's stuff and places and money.
Could be. Does she live in Sweden?
Maybe.
It's anywhere. It's anytime we leave the area, we have access to all of her stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
Robin Masters. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Nice.
Awesome. So yes, maybe.
So we'll have all kinds of money and vehicles and anything we need.
Yes. So
Houses.
you know there is some deep dark mystery afoot.
Yeah.
Related to Reg's disappearance.
Yeah.
So you're going to travel to darkest Sweden, to a little village on the coast where things are definitely not even weirder than they are here in Willow Bluff. The fun fact is, whatever that village is, we'll decide later, is actually a sister community to Willow Bluff. Because they likewise have strange happenings all the time that people don't seem to worry much about. So you're going to take your meddling transcontinental. Love it. Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So well done, everyone. Thank you for joining this very, very silly, made up as we go, ridiculous mystery. But you solved it. That's the important thing. And you now have great friends and a side business as a result. And all you had to do was be okay with a couple of murders, but they were bad people. So it was fine.
Yeah.
And maybe Marge can just date her way through all the local undead celebrities.
Yeah.
I mean, Marge has found her type.
Yes. Undead local celebrity.
Yes, there you go. Awesome sauce. So cool. Well, thanks. I'm 00 Daylight. I'm here. And the next time you'll see me is next time you'll see Misha, which is next Thursday. And then, yes, we'll be doing a bunch of teens with powers. It's just that some of them are magic and some of them are super. But that won't break my brain
And I won't
anyway.
be there.
Well, you could be if you wanted to be, if you had the appropriate priorities. No, it's fine. No, I've already decided. That now is the perfect time for an underwater episode.
Yeah, I saw you put that in the chat, and I was like, and I'm out.
So yeah, Rachel has a conflict. So now is perfect for the underwater episode of Teen Justice Academy. So good. Awesome time. Cool. And we won't talk about any. We'll give content warnings before we talk about any built structures underwater, Meg, so you can watch.
Oh yeah, that's the worst. I was gonna say I'm out too.
We'll just throw up the X card like we're gonna reference a building. It's fine. It's all
Imagine it above water.
good. Yes, it's all fine. Cool. Well, we should probably go hang out with some people, and most of our good friends are not currently on, so I think that means that we probably go see some people that we don't know. I think we should go make friends with Girls Run These Worlds, another TTRPG channel, words. And they're currently running School of the Stars. It's a Kids on Brooms. So it's kind of like Teen Magic Academy. So we'll go and see their particular take. Let me hit the thing and make sure it's actually working. It does appear to be. So cool. Someone please throw the raid calls in to the chat. So go ahead and grab those up, copy them, and then drop them into the chat of Girls Run These Worlds to say hello and make some new friends. And with that, we will say adieu until next week, and we'll be back soon.
You and you and you.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Bye.